we're back, and this is the final part. Look at everyone. Was that Roby? Was he streaming from the end?
Robotech with a dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today is the final part of our one-shot, the Eternity Rail. I'm Mike, and joined with me is, again, our amazing players. We have Amber, wave. We have Trisha. Hey. We have Nate.
Hello.
Oh, and we have Roby.
Oh.
Performer to the end. I love it. Quick thing for you guys is that thanks to our wonderful bard here, he has gifted us with some bardic knowledge and gifts. So we have some Newegg love going on right now, and it is for an Elgato HD60 Pro. Yeah, that's right. Upgrade your little streaming setup if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and start that right now. We're going to put a timer on it. A few rules for this giveaway here is that, one, US only, please. Although, Roby, I usually do that, but I know that, do you have any stipulations you want to put on this?
No, it's fine.
No?
I'll mail it wherever.
Oh, perfect. Well, then it's going to be open for everyone. That's even better. So I'm going to go ahead and start the giveaway right now. It'll showcase the command words. Going to be !DND. So let's go ahead and start that. There you go, guys. It's going to go on for about 60 minutes. Afterwards, we're going to go ahead and the bot's going to choose a winner, and then we'll get
you got a new bot.
Oh yeah. Well, it's still through Streamlabs, but I'm still using the bot.
I didn't know what NeweggBot was.
Oh, it's a little inside joke with our Discord.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So a little recap of what happened last time. So our intrepid heroes here were brought from their own worlds and locations, and were brought onto this Eternity Rail, a thunder rail, or a lightning rail created by one Jordik Bestia, who informed them that you had to reach the end of the rail within 7 days or die. But our intrepid heroes were actually fairly good. They went through a lot of different cars and rooms and universes to get past, going through red door to red door. The last that we left off is that they were in a room where they were only limited by the first phrases that they were speaking. They had to act and then find a way to emphasize their need to go through another red door found in this world somewhere. They later found that it was up into a cruise liner ship in which they talked their way and used a little bit of mage hand and a little persuasion to get through. So this is where we're gonna begin. Is that our party members finally now exit this this dock area, entering once again another steel platform with a steel bridge leading to once again another red door. Breathing out. You guys can actually talk more than what you already were doing. No more one phrases, so this is where we're going to begin.
No, Ganelon said, keep them coming. As soon as we exited
can
the
you
door,
get her
right?
something?
Yeah.
Because he's drunk.
Ganelon is still recovering a little bit. He's a little drunk right now.
I'm all right. I don't need any more.
I'll be honest, I kind of preferred it when no one else could talk.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
Except for you, Osmond.
Aww. I would say hashtag something, but they don't have that then, so I don't know what to do.
You've heard that phrase somewhere in your bardic tales. Hashtag whatever that means.
Hashtag hugs.
So, what did I do, and who did I kill?
You killed the vibe for a little bit. Yeah, that was pretty much your primary execution was the vibe, but we were able to be out okay, and
You
welcome to the
attempted
land of the sober, my
injure
friend.
somebody, but you didn't, so it's okay.
Maybe a little quieter.
Okay, shall we keep this party started? Moving on, 7 days, right? Get to the front.
All right,
Yep.
so does the party move across the bridge once more and enter the very next red door?
Goldie is.
Goldie leading the charge right now. I'm assuming everyone else follows as they reach the red door once again. With a golden handle, twist the knob and open it up. You're greeted by this now familiar white void as you walk through. The temperature changes. What you see, Goldie, since you're the first one through, is that you enter in what looks like to be a 60-foot wide room that stretches on a couple of feet down, a few hundred. The floors themselves are white marble with a thin layer of frost. As you breathe in, you're getting that like cold, icy chill down your throat, and as you breathe out, you can actually see the breath. As you look around, you can see that there are a bit of like stalagmites, or tights, I believe it is, when they grow out of the ground, of crystallized ice growing from the ceiling, or growing from the floor. As you start to smell this air, it smells like a stale water a little bit. It's kind of sickly a little bit, but you start to push through it. Right away you notice a few things. And as everyone starts to enter in the room following Goldie, you notice the following. Is that in front of you, it seems that there are numerous chests and piles of gold, tables, food, all evenly spaced out. As you look up, you can see that there are lanterns lighting the space, making sure that everything is well lit. A little further in the distance, you do see two polar bears in their own sort of tussle, fighting over a piece of meat, but they're not paying you no mind currently. Further down, you do see also a man hunched down, just grabbing gold and everything, not sort of continuously trying to pack as much as he can. And then further down this car looks to be a gigantic direwolf who is just currently in a sitting position, just looking out towards you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and put you on this map so you get a better idea of what you're looking at. And then once I do so, I will change the music. There you go.
I'm gonna use my my breath and create a breath dragon.
Ooh, that's cool. If I can see that's what he's trying to do, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to actually make his breath look like a dragon.
Perfect. Yeah, you as you're a little behind as Osmond walks a little further in and sees you do that, he goes, huh. And by the third breath, as you're starting to cast the spell, the breath looks a little like shapes a little bit like fire, and sparks of ice, and then you can hear a bit of like a louder breath come out. Osmond's a little like, whoa, how did I do that? A little surprising to you.
I'm like, I rule.
Well done.
Thanks, man. I gotta do that on my next stage trick. Something tells me I didn't do that by myself, though.
In addition to the piles of money and chests, and of course the animals and individuals that you see further down this car, you do notice that there are wooden signs placed upon the sort of first row, and sort of following in a similar fashion as you start to go down this cart. Yeah, I leave it up to you, party. What do you like to do?
Look what the signs say.
Which sign do you go to first? Go ahead and move your character if you wish to look at a sign. All right.
I'm gonna go over there.
Perfect. And Osmond, you move to that. Ganelon, are you going to look at a sign, or what are you going to look at?
I follow Osmond.
Sounds good. Let's go in order from left to right. Osmond and Ganelon. First question to you all. Do you speak Elvish?
I've never seen that script before.
Nor have I.
No, you're starting to look through this sign here, and it's written in sort of scribbles and in a language that you're not quite fully, well versed in. The only thing that you can see here that is written in common is the number 5. Moving on to Edith. Edith, this thing is written in common. What you notice it says 8 seconds.
Okay.
And Goldie, as you look upon yours, do you speak Infernal?
No.
No, you're looking at this script here, and it's written in very much deep scratches and really hard presses. But the only thing that you notice here that is written in common is the number 4.
What?
Or what?
Mine says 8 seconds. So maybe it's a countdown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, he
Six.
can count.
I knew
7.
I knew somebody was gonna say that. I knew it.
8.
I knew it. I wasn't gonna say it. I was
No.
trying to be nice.
Look
I
at
was trying to
this
be nice.
thing.
You're gonna look at this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Edith, you start to notice your friends starting to look at the sign here, and you sort of move your attention to move that way. Just roll me a general investigation check. And as you do so, Genelon, Osmond, and Goldie, what are you doing?
I see that there's more signs, so I'm gonna move to another sign.
11.
11? Not very hard. As you start to look through the chest itself and you open it up, it's empty, though it is lined with a nice, black silk interior. It's just nothing really inside.
And there's no writing on it? Or anything?
Not inside the chest.
What about on top of it?
On top of it, you close it down, the chest itself. Nothing there. We're going to hold on that. Osmond, since you're moving forward, do you speak Gnomish?
No, I have no idea what languages I speak.
Says it in the bottom left, in the proficiencies and languages box.
I think I was supposed to fill that out, wasn't I?
Yeah. So, not to worry. We'll say that maybe our bard here wasn't really involved in learning other languages, but more along the common tongue.
There you go. I know the common tongue.
But what you
so
do see here,
this isn't Gnomish. This looks like gibberish to me too.
yeah, and in smaller script, what you see here is the only thing that you can tell from this sign here, Osmond, is the letter 3.
The letter
The
3?
number 3 or the letter 3?
Letter. Sorry, did I say number?
You said the letter 3?
Number 3. I don't know why I said the letter.
I turn around and say, this one says 3 something.
Today's session has been brought to you by the letter 3.
And then number
Wait,
A.
did I say 3? I mean E. Ganelon, you're currently going through this little pile here. What you immediately see right in front of the sign that your friend read out to you, 8 seconds, is filled a pile of gems, platinum, silver, gold. Do you take the time to sift through this stuff?
Absolutely.
All right. And you take your time. You're currently going through it and go through the count. You find 100 gold of gems, worth of gems, 50 silver, 300 gold, and about 10 platinum. So I'm going to hold on you real quick. Goldie, what are you doing as you go to this third sign?
So I read that sign. Is this the kind of third marking on the map where I just put Goldie on the map? Is that just like a chalice on the floor? What is that representative of?
So, actually, let me open up. Oops. Oh no, I'm showing my hand. Everyone knows what it is. You do find a chalice embedded with pearls and gems.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna touch it. I think I'm just gonna continue on up to the sign that's in front of me.
Sure. Before we move forward, Edith, as you're taking your time currently looking through the chest, you find yourself entering in this space once more. And once again, you find yourself like, oh, this isn't a chest I haven't looked at. And you investigate it once again.
Uh-oh.
Ganelon, as you start to sift through all of the gold, your body position restarts back to a standing position, and you see, hey, there's a bunch of gold in the ground. And you look through it once again.
Are we aware we
Osmond and
reset?
Goldie, roll me perception checks.
Hey.
Don't look through anything. That's what I learned.
I need to pull up my character sheet. 19.
19.
All right. Oh no. That is a 4.
A 4. You're more paying attention to the new sign that you just walked upon, Goldie. However, Osmond, as you're starting to look at the one you're looking at right now, and you're like, it says 3. What the heck does that mean? You look to your friends, and you start to see that Ganelon especially is standing shifts some gold, counts it all, and then goes back to a standing position, looks at the gold, starts to go through it, and is now in a current loop.
Uh-oh.
Edith, you currently are doing the exact same thing, though it seems like your loop time is a little longer.
Can we try and
Goldie! Goldie!
Yep.
Yeah, we may have a problem.
Yeah, what is it this time?
And I basically point to, I think there's something wrong with our two friends here. They're repeating themselves. Yeah, that's the face I made.
Goldie, you turn
Do
around.
I notice this now that he's pointed it out?
Absolutely, and you turn around, you sort of look to where Osmond is pointing, and you just see Ganelon in a constant state of standing, pulling some gold out, looking through them, and then going back to standing, going through some gold, and then you look over to Edith and you see her walk towards this chest, look at the inside, the outside, trying to get a good grasp of what she's looking at, and then back to where she was, about a step or two away from the chest, and then going through the exact same loop.
So, when they start, I start counting. I want to know exactly how many seconds each one of them is doing it.
Perfect. What you find, and it's fairly simple, as you go through 1, 2, 3, Ganelon is stuck in an 8-second loop. Edith is stuck in a 5-second loop. Sorry,
I run back to this
That's
sign and
8.
look at this sign.
All right. As you go through it, you do see the number 5, though it isn't another script that you're not quite familiar with.
Ooh, I am guessing that they're going to be stuck in this for what these signs say.
Okay.
This one says 5. I can't read what it is, but you said one over there that was in common said 8 seconds, and that's the one that Ganelon's stuck in, and he's stuck in for. Wait, no, who's stuck in 8 again?
Ganelon is stuck in an 8-second loop, while Edith is stuck in a 5.
Okay, yeah. So he's stuck in an 8-second time warp, and she's stuck in a 5, just like these signs. And I walk over to this to make sure this one says 8.
Yeah, and that is written in common. You can read that says 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm standing up by the next level of signs, can I read what the one in front of me now says?
Absolutely. Do you read deep speech?
No.
Oh, you look at this, and it is less of letters and more of like symbols. Though the only thing in common that you can read here is the number. I got it right. Is the number 6.
And do I see her looking at that?
Yeah, I mean, you can see Goldie currently looking at her friends, and then kind of curious turns around and looks at the sign itself right in front of her.
There's a guy digging though in front of her, like doing gold stuff, right? Is he cut in a loop?
Goldie, that is exactly what you start to notice as well, and Osmond, you catch on fairly quickly, is that the individual in front of you is scooping gold and gems and platinum into his bag. And then you notice that the pile starts getting lower and lower and lower and lower till it's almost gone. A few minutes go by as he's currently doing so, and then it's back out of his bag, and he starts to do it once again.
A few minutes go by.
A few minutes go by.
Can we count how many minutes?
This sign says a bunch of stuff I don't understand, but also a 6. And this guy seems to be repeating too, but like a lot longer, so maybe
6 minutes?
And then I'm gonna shuffle right on over to the next sign and read what that one says.
Okay. Do you speak Goblin?
No.
No. This one reads, as far as you can tell, just the common number 10. And what you currently see is these two polar bears currently like almost like a tug of war. One has a piece of meat in its mouth as the other one has like the other side, and they're just tugging back and forth.
Okay, this one says 10, and then I'm gonna run over to the next one.
Do you speak Gnomish?
That says
No.
3.
No.
I do speak dual languages, but none of these.
That one reads 3, as far as you can tell.
3?
Yeah, and Osmond and Goldie, go ahead and just roll me an investigation check as you're currently trying to ascertain what's going on. Just looking around at your surroundings, what's occurring.
15.
15. And what did you get, Goldie?
15.
15. Nice. what you notice right away, Osmond and Goldie, is that the lights above you, or the lanterns that have individuals being lit underneath them, are brighter than the ones that don't.
So it's like a spotlight.
Yeah. They are the ones that are being illuminated start to get brighter.
Oh, is that what these are? These things?
Yeah, those will be the lanterns.
But if they have somebody in it, they're brighter. If they don't, they're...
Exactly. Like Goldie, right now, the chest in front of you, it is being illuminated, but it's not as bright as the ones right next door with the polar bears. And neither is it...
Did we determine that this is minutes? Like, because I was asked if that's...
Which one?
I guess I need to physically count it, don't I?
The one with the guy in it?
Yeah, is it 6 minutes?
Yeah, you can tell it's a few minutes. I mean, if you want to spend a full 6 minutes counting, you can definitely do so. But it is, longer than a few seconds. So you can tell, like, oh, okay, it's a minute's passed, 2 minutes passed, 3 minutes passed, and you can continuously go it. But
somebody said burn the signs.
So I guess I'm gonna not spend time counting. I'm gonna try to sneak. I guess I'll go around the other side of the chest, not the polar bear side, and run up to this last row of signs.
Okay. Let's see here. This is the as you walk up to this sign, Goldie, you look up, already self-aware about the spotlight effect here happening, and the lantern itself is broken, smashed. It looks like maybe someone shot it with an arrow, and it is currently not illuminating. Where you can expect something there, it is empty.
Yeah, that's what I...
Does the sign say anything?
Do you speak Draconic?
Yes.
You do read this.
Oh.
It says 9 hours.
Oh.
So this one I can read, and it says 9 hours.
Which makes sense, because the middle row is minutes.
Aha.
I'm guessing the next one is days.
Okay, look at us figuring this out.
I'm going to take an arrow. I'm going to put an arrow on my crossbow, and I'm going to shoot at the one above Ganelon.
All right. Just go and roll me an attack roll.
11.
11.
I don't know my modifiers. I need to open my sheet and stuff.
Keep that in mind. But 11 does hit, regardless of your modifier. Just keep that in mind for future. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that's D6, right?
Yes. It's a D6 plus, I would believe it would be your dexterity modifier.
Yeah, I gotta open my sheet. Sorry, I haven't yet. So 5.
5. That's exactly what you want. As the bolt hits the lantern, the fire that is being magnified by the bottom half of the lantern goes out. You see glass shatter, and Ganelon, you're currently scooping everything, and you get like a rush of deja vu. You're like, I just did this. But the gold and the platinum and the gems are right in front of you.
This feels like I already did this.
You did a few times.
What do you mean I did like a few times? I think I'd remember if I picked this up.
You've been picking it up for the last 15 to 20 minutes.
Listen, there's a lot here, but it wouldn't take me 15 to 20 minutes to pick this up.
Well, welcome to Magic, buddy. Earth to us, this is what we're dealing with. And if you don't believe me, just look at Edith.
A few seconds go by, Ganelon, as you turn to your left, as you're currently kneeling down, picking up gold and gems. You see Edith examine the chest, and then like kind of step back and look at the top, and then goes back.
Well,
and
that doesn't seem all that odd. Oh.
Yeah, that was your life, buddy, and we could have kept you there, but we like you.
Osmond saved you, in fact.
So at this point in time, I'm going to take another shot at the one above Edith to get her out.
Sure. And we can definitely exclude the shot here. Just wanted to make sure you weren't going to get a 1. But you take the shot, already hit one, the other one smashes to the ground. And Edith, you are currently in the middle of investigating, not even looking at the top yet. And once you do so, once the light goes out on top of you, you get another rush of memories and feeling that you've done this numerous times.
That was weird. feel like I've looked at this a couple times.
Yeah,
Edith?
you have.
What do you mean I have?
You have.
She's not lying. Luckily, you did that chest. Luckily, you didn't do one way down there, because you would have been stuck in it for days.
Oh.
So here's my question. Osmond shot these lights, and then everything below them was for the taking, and our friends were fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff in this room, including 2 polar bears and a living, breathing guy. Do we want to free them and take all this stuff?
Well, I
Actually,
definitely
I
want to
think-
take this money in front of me right now.
Yeah, again,
I kind of want to get the guy out. I don't know, but the other thing too is like you can't trust everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they may stab us where we stand. Just saying.
All right.
I just feel bad leaving a poor guy to repeat himself every
Do-
6 or so
Can
minutes.
we walk over to him and see what he has on him?
Oh yeah, you can definitely
Yeah.
do so.
Not under the light, obviously.
Can he hear us? He's repeating every 6 minutes, so
You
in
can-
theory, we might have 6 minutes to talk to him.
You can call out to him.
Ganelon goes over to the lamp at the post and bashes it with the flat of his axe.
Or we could do that.
Let's see here. All right, perfect.
Slavery is terrible, whether
Yeah.
it's magical or not.
Ganelon, as you start to enter the light within this
Uh-oh.
lantern, the guy immediately looks to you and goes, "Hi, this is mine. Find your own." And then I assume that at that point you just look up and then smash the lantern.
Correct.
As you do so, the individual looking at you with sort of this malintent, a little bit of greed in his eye, stops, looks out like a 1,000-yard stare for about a minute, and goes, "Oh, where are my friends?
What friend?
What happened? What?
Looks like they left you here. Sorry, buddy.
You no.
Pretty sad that your friends left you, because this wasn't that hard.
I
Any
What-
chance that's a part of your friend there between the 2 polar bears?
Oh, that's rough, Ganelon. That's rough.
I was gonna say, do we see any skeletons or anything? in
I
here?
will say Edith and Ganelon, with you two being the highest passive perception, you take a closer look at what these 2 polar bears are doing, and there is a piece of meat humanoid in shape.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
oh,
Maybe just don't look in that direction. May upset
that
you.
just crushed everything I thought about polar bears. I mean, seriously. I love polar bears.
They get
This is sad.
hungry, and if you're just standing there, I mean, no offense.
Well, my polar bears are vegetarian, so shush.
Let me tell you, they're delicious.
Oh, Ganelon.
All right, well, there's actual food here that's not a living, breathing polar bear. So if anybody's hungry, maybe we eat that instead. Just a suggestion.
So I take it we don't free the polar bears. I'm guessing we're all on the same page with that, right, Ganelon? I just want to make sure we're actually aligned here.
I'm definitely not going after the polar bears if I can help it.
I feel like we need to talk things through sometimes with you, because I think we start to talk, and then I just want to know what you're going to do right off the bat, buddy. It's because I love you. That's all it is.
Okay, well, there is a really, really big wolf right over here, too. If anyone wants to tussle with that.
The individual that you freed leans against sort of the wall here, sort of slinks back, and is just like, okay, let's think this through. And is kind of currently just in his own mindscape right now, trying to perceive what's going on.
Poor guy.
But he's just taking it all in. Ganelon, as you move forward to this space here, I think, Goldie, as you were walking past the space, I think you may know this, but Ganelon, do you speak Halfling?
I do not.
The only thing you can read here is the number 15.
Oh boy.
I'm guessing days. Oh, wait, where's he at? That might
Don't
be
worry, I brought my own food.
Hours, geez.
So, Edith, you're moving forward that way?
Yeah, I want to see what the one in front of the wolf says.
Let's see here. show me your path. How did you get there?
Avoiding
Avoiding?
lights.
There's really not a singular way to avoid the lights. Although
go
you
through
can
here.
probably go through this space here that was already pre-broken that Goldie found.
Okay.
Yeah, and if
Went
you
through
truly
the-
want to avoid the light, you can go around.
Yeah. I was like, I
the
don't
two
want to
lights
be
there.
stuck in those things. Bob and weave.
All right. As you look at this space, Edith, do you speak? I think you may. Celestial. Celestial.
Mhm.
You read. It says 19 seconds.
Weird. Hey,
What does it say? Oh yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
guys? I don't think this goes in the order we think it does, because we started at seconds, and this says seconds too.
That
Hey.
is a change.
Here's a question. The door at the end of this hallway, we
Mhm.
could just go right through it and ignore all this stuff, right?
This last row of lanterns and lights currently sort of encompass the entire sort of space. So you would have to go through one of them if you wish. Or,
And what's in the middle there between the wolf and the treasure?
ironically enough, it looks like it's a steaming hot plate of a full chicken. Like a chicken meal. And it is still, you can still see a little bit of the hot steam coming off it, especially in contrast to sort of this cold environment that you're currently in.
Is the wolf doing anything?
The wolf is currently like, and as you walk closer, it looks towards you and then for a few seconds and starts breathing out and then back to forward and then takes notice of you and then just continues this loop.
I kind of feel bad for it.
What does the sign say in front of me?
Let's see here. Do you speak Abyssal?
I do not.
The only thing that you can read here is the number 1.
What about this one?
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot one of the other lanterns, but I'm gonna see if I shoot a lantern that's just not lit, if it does anything else. So I'm like shooting at a lantern to destroy to see if it does anything else around the room that I would notice.
Okay, and you're shooting at the ones that you already shot before?
No, this one
One
right,
that's not lit.
right in front of Ganelon.
Okay.
That's above this fire thing.
Oh, got it. So, I'll say this, Ganel, as you're currently still investigating, Osmond sort of runs forward and shoots this lantern. Ganel and Osmond, I need you two to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what's that?
That would be dexterity. You'd roll a d20, and
Okay.
then you would add. I have your information here.
Your dex modifier.
Dex modifier. Okay.
Modified
You would-
20.
Osmond, you would be a d20 plus 6.
Okay.
And then would you get Ganelon?
Modified 20, not a
Modified.
natural.
I got a 20, nat 20,
Nice.
plus 6.
All right. Goldie, as you starting to sort of look around and you see your both Ganel and Osmond walk up to this space, and Osmond takes a shot. You recognize this right away, but let's see what happens here.
There's my card. There's my cheat.
Ganelon and Osmond, both of you take 12 points of fire damage as something that you've noticed before. Goldie, you've seen this happen and you've cast this before. A fireball, which looks like it was in mid-explosion, just sort of swirling in the space, just
Oh, you let it
in
go.
constant status, is let go as the lantern itself is destroyed and 12 damage to each.
Even with a nat 20 plus 6. That's rough.
Well, you still get damage. It's just that you get half damage.
Oh,
Oh, well, thank God for that.
Spikes.
what happened to you
Ow!
guys over there? Are you
That
okay?
burned. But did I notice, like, I look around to see if any, like, because I tried to pay attention, did I notice anything changed when I destroyed that one?
I would say even with the low pass perception and with the fact that there was a immediate fire flash right in front of your
Oh,
face,
I had no idea.
as you sort of got pushed back a little bit, you look up as though that was your initial goal, and you don't see any of the lights like flicker or dim. They're stable. They don't seem to be any brighter, except for the ones with the polar bear and the one with the dire wolf.
Okay.
All right. I am going to, when I see that happen, I'm going to march right up to the final row.
Mm-hmm.
Here, wait. I'm going to come up to this one.
Sure.
Stand back here and say, Edith, move! as I start to cast Firebolt at the lamp above the chicken dinner.
Okay. Easily enough done. As it is a stationary, it's not going to make a dexterity saving throw. It's not going to pass. But definitely, as you concentrate and let loose a firebolt, the lantern itself is almost cut for where it's dangling and smashes to the ground. The light is gone, and the chicken dinner, you can see that the steam is still there, and then slowly starts to die down as it starts to get cool by the surrounding space.
So was a fireball or anything let out when I destroyed that one, or no?
No, it seems that the major difference between this one and the one that Osmond shot is that there was this flame here that was just circling in space.
The spell was held.
It almost looked like someone cast
it's
a
called
spell.
I was dumb.
It looks like someone cast a spell in this space, and since it was only a second, it couldn't
and it
actually.
Just repeated.
Yeah.
There. Got it. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go over and check out this chicken dinner.
Perfect. If you'd like to add it to your inventory, I count it as 10 rations.
Yeah, I'm taking 10 rations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
On this map, Mike, there's like a scroll. Is there anything on the ground around where the...
Yeah. You can see that where the fireball exploded, there still is a scroll there that is still intact. Though it's quite odd that it would be, since basically a flame flash just happened. Do you pick it up?
I basically bring everybody's attention. Like, hey guys, so got singed by some fire, kind of hurt, a little bit of pride issue, but this scroll seems to have survived said fire, which, laws of physics, ladies and gentlemen, kind of weird. Do we look at the scroll?
I would like to look at this scroll.
Yeah.
I'll trade you chicken.
At least I have chicken. Sorry, Leroy Chicken.
Edith, it seems like you're the first one to jump there. But it seems that everyone's
I don't know if I could
looking.
read it though.
You
As
speak hemlock. I don't know. He's gonna make up some language you don't speak. No.
As you start to unveil the scroll itself, it is a spell scroll that contains the spell Fly.
Ooh. I'm saying that out of character because I have no idea in character what that means. But
I'm sure Edith, you share this
Is it any
information.
good?
Yeah. It's you can fly with it if you know how to
You
use
can fly with it, huh?
it.
Ganelon reads the sign in front of the treasure chest.
Ganelon, I think you may, but do you speak Orc?
I do.
You do. This says 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Well, I'm not going to be stuck digging through that chest for every 7 minutes. That's for sure.
Now that I've destroyed the one with the chicken, we can all walk through that portion, right?
You definitely can.
Goldie's walking right up to the door. and
Oh.
just waiting there, like rocking on her heels, looking at everybody.
Do I notice Ganelon looking at the chest? Does the chest look interesting?
Currently, chest is propped open, and immediately you can see that there are gems and coin. But Ganelon, you could see, and you definitely do notice this as you're starting to look towards his direction. He is hand on chin, looking at it, and you just hear a little bit of, 7. All right.
Can I cast augury?
Augury, yes, you can.
Now remind me how I gotta word my question.
If I remember correctly, for augury, you need to describe a
Scenario.
a path that you wish to take or a scenario you wish you to accomplish in the next 30 minutes, and I will give you either good, bad, or nothing.
I'm gonna ask if I release this wolf by shooting that light, is he gonna try and eat me or attack me?
Good question. Osmond, as you start to walk towards Ganelon and
Good work, that slut,
Goldie,
though.
as you get to the red door and look towards your traveling companions, and you're just sort of waiting for them to finish doing what they need to. Edith kneels down onto. I'm gonna actually move you back, Edith, because that's actually within the light.
I don't want to.
You sort of you see her kneel down, place a few incense and lights them. A minute goes by as she starts to hold on to her symbol of the Raven Queen. And Edith, you start to feel presence come around you, and the actual lights all around you start to dim a bit. And only currently, I'm describing this for Edith as this is what she sees. But you do get wheel as your answer.
Forgot what that was.
That means good.
Oh. Okay. Well then I try and destroy the lantern with my great sword.
Sounds good.
You want me to roll?
Let's see here. You walk in, and to get it within range, the
Or I could hold on.
oh,
I could sacred flame it, but I don't want to hurt the wolf.
you can definitely aim at a target. So if you're gonna target the lantern, just like Goldie did with her firebolt, you aim once again at the aim at the lantern. It crashes to the ground. The direwolf shakes off.
I have my sword up though. I don't want to get eaten.
And
Wait, do we see this?
everyone is seeing this as Osmond. You're currently making your way towards Ganelon. Ganelon, I think, would be a little more interested in the chest right in front of him, but Goldie, you do see this as well. The crash of the lantern, and first there's a little bit of fear, like, what did you do? Why did you do that? But the direwolf, you can see, has almost like a 1,000-yard stare in your direction, Edith, as it's thinking.
I'll hold my hand out. Don't eat me.
It walks towards you, and just real quick to see how well this goes, roll me an animal handling
Oh
check.
no.
Man, and I killed my hamster when I was a kid, so I'm glad I'm not running that.
Can I use... Oh, I don't have that cantrip. Okay. Dang. Oh, not good. I got a 1.
Oh no.
Hold on. Let me see what my animal hand... Oh, 4.
4.
Big old fat 4.
You start to put your hand out towards the creature, and it moves slowly towards you hesitantly, and as you get about a foot maybe away from your hand, it starts to growl and moves back in more of like in a fear position.
In a fear position?
Yeah, like it's experienced something and it's a little afraid, much like any other wild animal, and decides to just rushes past as you, sort of bumps you as he walks by. You can see that. Oh, why can't I do anything? Oh, right, he's part of the map. He rushes by you and gets to like the end of this door and is currently like trying to scratch and starts to claw at the door itself, but isn't getting any luck. But currently, it is not accepting of your offer of friendship.
Yeah, wrong campaign. I'm not a druid.
Ganelon and Osmond, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna shoot the lantern above Ganelon's chest.
Perfect, and you do so. This one crashes down to the floor as well, no longer causing this spotlight. If you wish to, you both can look at the chest.
I look at Ganelon and I go, "There you go, buddy."
You don't want any?
I'm good. You seemed like it was. You seemed like you were longing for it. I wanted to give you a little moment, but we know it's, given everything else, I'm pretty sure it's potentially safe.
Thanks.
Ganelon, just roll me a general investigation check.
12.
12. You open you fling the what was it, the lever, or not the lever? I can't get the top.
The latch?
Sure. Actually, the chest itself was already open, but it was like halfway. You push it all the way open, and you start to shift through the gold and the gems. You find about 250 gold worth of gems and 50 gold itself.
So did
Alright.
So the wolf move near Goldie?
The wolf went all the way back to the beginning,
Oh.
so kind of near this space.
I'd like to shout out. We never got that dude's name, right? I'd like to shout out to the guy we freed towards the beginning of the room.
Sure.
Hey, if you're not capable of taking care of yourself, you're welcome to come with us. I have chicken.
He looks towards you and like kind of in a fetal position and looks at you. Yeah, all right, okay.
Goldie, you know the way to a man's heart, don't you? Offering chicken.
Slowly gets up and kind of head hang low a little bit. You can tell he's not in the right mind, but walks towards you, Goldie, and just sort of stands there. Looks at the rest of your companions and goes, Are we going home?
I hand him 5 rations of the chicken.
Oh, he takes a bit of the piece and he's like, he kind of like, you can tell that he hasn't been fed in a while and he starts eating it. Thanks.
You mind telling us what happened to you?
Well, I was with 3 other friends. We were going through these rooms, and he points to the red door that he's currently standing by, and he's like, "We're going through those," and we're crazy. I mean, we entered a room that was entirely shaded in yellow, and then
Wrap pink.
I knew that's where that was going.
I'd rather not, sir. We were stuck in there for a few days, and then
A few days?
yeah, we were roaming around. We couldn't really find a way around, and we finally found the exit. And then we were greeted by this small, gnomish individual who told us to have fun and to explore. And finally, we went to another place, and we entered in what looked like to be a wedding, but it was no wedding. It was monsters and terrors beyond all I can explain, and we finally found
Hate
our
to
way out.
interrupt the tale, but has anybody else noticed that there's a dire wolf that's free in the back end of this room?
He's not gonna hurt anybody.
That's fine.
Speaking of,
He's just
Goldie, can I have a piece of chicken? Try this
Yeah,
again.
yeah, chicken for everybody. I'm just gonna pass out the rations. Of
I think
chicken.
he just needs to go pee the way he's scratching at that door back there.
I
man.
try
You gotta
back. I don't try and hand it, but I just put it in front of the door.
You
Y'all
rolled a
fucking
1.
crazy.
I'll just
So-
throw it over there.
You throw it, and the wolf is much like any other stray animal that is currently not trusting of a human. Just sort of stares at it, looks at you, stares at it, and kind of just eyes you a bit, and is just waiting.
And I walk away.
Yeah, with a 1 still, it's not going to move forward. It's currently just standoffish.
I just feel bad for it. It didn't attack me, so maybe we could let it out. I don't know where it came from.
Let it out where? Through the door we're all going to go through?
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, do you guys exit this room with your newfound lost friend?
Yeah,
Ganalon goes through the door.
I attempt to whistle. Maybe the dog will come behind us.
You rolled a 1. It's looking at you like, I don't trust you. But Ganon, as you open the door, you are greeted this time by, once again, the metallic platform with the bridge across. However, it's a little different. Immediately, the experience you have as you walk through the door is a loud horn, almost deafening.
Do we all hear it?
You all hear it. No need for a perception check. It is something that as the door is opened, just a loud ringing in your ear.
About time. Starting to think we went the wrong way.
Well, I take it y'all heard the horn that time.
Yeah, definitely so.
Okay, so is there another door? Like, is there a door to walk through, or?
Yeah, it's much of the same scenario that you guys experienced before, as that you start to look around.
Wait, Osmond, you probably would have more fun with this than I would. Let's just say that. And I give him the scroll.
Sure.
Maybe you should try this.
Osmond, you now have a scroll of flying, so you can cast it once. And once you do so, the scroll is used up and is burns up in your hand and you can fly. I can look up the actual details of this fly spell, but that is something you would know.
I have it.
Here, I can actually get the details. And this would be written on the spell scroll as well. All right. You'd be able to fly for 10 minutes. Yeah, and you would know also when your spell is about to end as well.
Okay. I look up. How high is it to?
As you walk out to the metallic platform after hearing this loud, cacophonous sound of a horn, the scenario is much of the same. Though you do see, you do feel the feeling of movement once again. The bridge is swaying a little bit. It looks a little older as you start to make your way towards this next metallic wall with a red door at the very bottom. You've noticed before that all of these platforms, or these buildings, are about 50 feet high. I'll also mention here that you do have a flying speed of
60 feet.
60 feet, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that's how fast I can go.
Yeah. So you can fly 60 feet a second for 10 minutes.
So I'm gonna go up and stand. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna kind of spread my arms out a little. And I'm gonna be like, I've always wanted to do this. And then I'm gonna go, I believe I can fly, and then I'm gonna shoot off.
Perfect.
I believe I can touch the sky.
As you
I think about it every night and day.
I told him
Spread
he'd
my
have more fun with
wings and
this.
fly away. And then I'm gonna fly up to the top and then peek out.
you start to slowly lift up the ground. First your heels get off, and then your toes, and then you're completely off the ground itself, and you fly upwards. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
18.
18. As you look around this space, now that you have a higher vantage point, you notice two things with 18. First thing is that the car in front of you, there are no other ones in front of it. Though it is identical in terms of looking as the other ones behind you and the other ones you experience, there are no ones in front of it. And you start to look around, you can just see a continuation of cars. They go out into the horizon, go all around and meet you. This car that's in front of you is about 150 feet towards another car that has no connection. It looks like it's the tail. And you guys are going in a complete circle. The second thing that you notice is that you start to look up, that the silhouettes of birds that you've noticed in the past, they're a little closer, and they are gigantic aviary creatures that are a little closer to you now. I would say about a clean 150 feet away, just taking notice at you now.
Uh-oh.
Just looking.
Do we see that?
Roll me just a perception check.
Better than the last one. Not great.
Ganelon
yeah,
asks the person who came through the car with us if he's ever seen those things before, pointing up.
First things first, what was your roll?
9.
9. You're looking up, and you could definitely see Osmond take flight and looking around, but perhaps maybe the shading of red is sort of messing with your eyes a bit, and you just can't quite see the silhouettes as they're too far in the distance. Osmond is pretty much the only one who notices this. As you ask your question, Ganelon, the individual looks to you and goes, flying creatures, we've seen them, a few, I guess, buildings, whatever you would call these, back before the yellow car.
Cars. They're called cars.
Cars. Okay, cars. No, we've experienced them circling above.
Are they aggressive?
Yes, they are. One of my friends learned that firsthand. Luckily, we escaped to the other car before they actually did any lasting damage. But we tried to get their attention. and we were met with aggression.
Ganelon shouts up.
I was gonna say.
Osmond, you might want to get back down here.
Yeah, I do like a flip, and then I jump back down. I come down and be like, and I land and go, "This is the greatest show!"
Did you
Like
have
shoot
fun?
sparks out of my hands.
If you're quite through, what did you see?
So we are we're going in a circle. This is the last car. There's some giant birds that look super pissed off, and I don't really see any other way than to continue on our current path.
Wait, the last car or the first car? Aren't we trying to go towards the front?
There is no more cars. This is, I think, the last car.
So we either went the wrong way the entire time or the right way.
I
One
think
way to
one way to
find
find out.
my perception was this is the front.
Cool.
So I don't see like as much fun as flying is, which is awesome, by the way. And you should try it. Just FYI, if any of the ladies or Ganelon want to maybe go for a fly a little later, let me know. I'm down. But
Or this guy. What's your name?
nope. His team was obviously very dense, given how absolutely not hard that last room was. So I'm not flying with that guy.
And you're starting to, I'll give a little more description of the individual you picked up. You could tell that he's like in ratted clothes, a little bit of like a labor worker, and he looks to you all and goes, I don't deal with magic. I'm a farmer. My friends
You ever
are...
go to the last car before?
No, I
don't think so if he's still here.
don't know where my friends went. Maybe they did get through and went home, but
One of your friends is being eaten by polar bears. So
I'm
man.
casting Detect Thought.
oh, perfect. He has to roll a wisdom save, right?
He has to, yeah, Wisdom 14.
Got it. He rolled an exact 14 and no modifier, so your spell grabs on a little bit, but you can tell that he's looking at you all and it shakes a little bit like, that was weird. Something just doesn't know, but you didn't connect.
Well, friend, today's your lucky day. Looks like you are going to the lead car. After you.
Okay. And he
I like the way you think, Ganelon.
reaches at
I
the
like
door,
the way you think.
opens it up, and he opens the door. Instead of the white void that you're quite familiar with, it is a black void. I go first?
Absolutely.
Oh, don't do that. That's so mean. I'll go first.
Yeah, we'll go with
I
you.
push him hard.
He goes tumbling.
Oh,
You push him on the back as he's currently looking at Goldie as she's like, I'll go. Oh! He just gets pushed and tumbles forward.
I'll run in behind him.
Yeah, I would like to push Ganelon in after him.
Roll me contestant athletics checks.
Okay.
So you two, Ganelon, roll me an athletics check.
14.
Ooh, not bad.
17.
Goldie, you push as much as you can, especially on this taller individual, and he just doesn't budge. As Ganelon, you look back, you can see Goldie in sort of a little bit of an angry movement, and he's trying to get you forward, and just can't do so.
Can I help you?
So rude, Ganelon.
rude.
So rude. I mean, I liked your thinking, but geez, dude, that guy has having a rough day as it is.
Listen, if it wasn't for me, he'd be still sitting there like a raving lunatic going through that pile.
Wait, for you or for Osmond?
He has a
Whatever.
point, buddy. He has a point.
He appears to be okay. Is anybody else gonna join me in the first car?
I already ran
I'm
in
in.
behind him.
I'm in.
A little spasm.
Oh.
Weird. But yeah, as Ganelon, you push this individual through. I don't think you've asked his name, but Edith,
I
you.
asked his
don't
name and he
care.
never told me. I'm the only one who asked his name.
I think he would have told you that his name is Jerry.
Oh,
His
Jerry.
name's Jerry?
Yeah, his name's Jerry.
Now we all feel bad. Okay, I already felt bad, but
Yeah,
still.
you walk through this this black
I rock
void.
up to Jerry and I pick him up. I'm like, hey man, are you
Yeah.
okay?
Sure. So we'll have everyone walk through this space. Edith, you're the first one there, and you see Jerry kind of like flip over on his back, and he's like, ah.
Are you okay? And I'll try and reach.
You lift him up. Yeah. That guy was huge. I don't want to piss him off.
He likes to learn things the hard way. Don't worry about him.
Osmond, you come through at this point, and you see that Edith is currently like kind of picking him up, and you help him along as well, and you sort of dust him off. Thank you.
Hey. I mean, I was being an asshole, but that was a little too much. Oh, sorry. That was a little too much.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on the map. As Goldie and Ganelon, you join in as well. As you go into the space itself, while in previous cars and rooms you've noticed that the red door would be behind you, you see that it is just currently a black void that starts to shrink into what looks like to be just a plain black wall.
I cast a light on my sword.
Perfect. You start to see that this is the room, and you all notice this. This is the room that you guys saw when you were in that white void room that, what was it, Jorik took you to at first.
When we were, oh, never mind. I was gonna say when we were asking for things.
Yeah, when Jorik was informing you that he controls the car and the car that you guys were in was moving, this looks fairly familiar. That when you saw two Joriks, one inside this black void, while the other one was in the white room. This is the black void.
Is that a Barca lounger?
Yeah, in front of you currently, what you see is what looks like to be just a comfortable chair.
Ganelon goes straight up and sits down in the chair.
Man, oh, I'm so glad you're on our team.
Ganelon, as you sit down in the chair, maybe half expecting something. Oh, look, it seems that we have the 60 minutes have ended for the Newegg Love. So let's.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah. So we actually have a lot of entries now. Seems that everyone jumped in, so we're gonna go ahead and pick someone now. Here we go.
It's Jerry. Jerry won.
For the Elgato capture card, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sharp Arrow 13. Is he in right now? Look up. What?
So Sharp Arrow 13 hits.
Yes. So Sharp Arrow 13. Congrats, buddy. You got yourself an Elgato HD60 Pro.
Nice.
And give some props to Roby here for providing that to you guys. So thank you so much, Roby, for the love, for the giveaway.
You're a much nicer person than Ganelon.
Far less entertaining, though.
So I guess I'll leave it to you, Roby, if you want to reach out to him, or if you want me, I can actually get his information for you.
If you can get his information, it'd be great.
Sounds good. What will happen, Sharp Arrow, is that I will whisper to you after the stream, since I'm currently doing this. But keep in mind, just keep that in mind. You'll get a message from the Newegg account shortly. So
I have to hack Mike's account first, and then once I withdraw the funds, I'll get that out to you.
Yeah.
I also just sent you a private message on Discord.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh, scandalous.
Oh.
Trisha, you're married.
Go ahead and roll me. I believe it's 5.
You don't need to say it. I will let you know.
Sure. Go ahead and roll. You know the amount. I know you do.
I do.
What's happening right now?
Mysterious things that we don't know about.
Mysteriousness is happening.
Jerry right now is like looking in the black void and looking at you and going,
Ganelon puts his arms behind his head and his feet up.
do we have to go there?
I don't know.
Kind of like points towards this space here.
Let me see what I have.
What'd you get?
But we can all see, right?
I'm sending it.
Okay.
Okay. Probably not enough.
Let me check here. I have his info. No.
All right.
Ganelon, you're sitting there. Osmond, you're currently looking around, and Edith, you see Jerry kind of pointing towards the end here. We have to go there.
Where is? Wait. What's wrong, buddy? Wait. Something wrong?
You start to
I
notice.
come over and like put my arm around him and like tell Osmond. Tell me the story.
He sort of points.
Tell me your tale.
He points behind the chair that Ganelon's sort of sitting in, and it seems like there's a path that continues.
Have you seen this path before? Does this look familiar to you?
No.
What's bothering you? What's ailing you? You can tell me.
I saw a giant wolf and polar bears, and you guys are strong, and we walked through a bunch of things that were scary. I'm not a fighter.
Well, how did you get as far as you did then? Come on, buck up, have some confidence.
Yeah, I mean, you survived the yellow room. That's way stronger than the pink room, and Ganelon only made it to the pink room.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yellow is bigger than pink, right, Ganelon?
I heard that.
I know you did.
Ganelon fishes through the cushions just to see if he can feel anything, find anything. You never know.
That's awesome.
You know what you do find? Ganelon, as you're sort of sifting through this space, you find like a lot of like...
Hey, Werther's original.
By the way, I
shooting.
rolled a 19 in perception if you needed it.
Oh, even better. Yeah, you definitely start to feel this. You're like, what? This chair is dirty. It's got crumbs. It's got like maybe a stench of like smoke. Like someone's been like smoking here. It's got like a little bit of like, looks like to be like maybe alcohol stains, like ale or wine. A little patch of red, grapish color on the side here. This is an old, trashy chair.
Ganelon stands up, disgusted.
I don't think you were supposed to sit in that.
Thank
You
you.
may want to wash.
Yeah.
I've been thinking that for days.
You are all too kind.
Edith, as you
Okay.
start to make your way past the chair, you do notice
Yeah.
that there is a pathway.
I'm gonna hold up my sword since the light's on it.
Yeah, and it illuminates as far as it can. I think if you move one more, you'd be able to see more.
Okay.
That is unfortunately the restriction with Astral, but yeah,
I can't go back. I'm trying to not. Okay.
you'd have to go around these squares. Yeah, there's like a barrier for you.
Yeah, it's like 20 feet radius of dim light
Yeah.
for an additional 20 feet. Oh, it can be colored.
All right, let me go and describe what you guys see as you start to enter in this space. As you walk past the chair through this little small 5-foot crevice, and you start to explore this area, you notice that you are standing in a large black stoned chamber. In front of you seems to be, and I'll sort of get you in a little better position here. You notice right in front of you there are lightly colored stone pillars that are currently glowing a bluish tint. Beyond that, on your left, to your right, as well as further in, looks like a large, lightly stone divots in a circular pattern, as well as pillars that go up about 60 feet to the ceiling.
Where's my phone?
Right away, you do notice that there looks like to be drainage grates around the entire space itself, as well as strange, lightly metallic,
Send it, buddy.
I guess, structures off to this sort of elevated space connected by stone
You didn't send it.
stairs. Each of these structures are glowing sort of a pattern, a blue pattern going back and forth on each level. But what you do see that catches everyone's eye is a small, older, gnomish individual sitting on a golden and black stone throne, just looking at you all, giddy and smiling, and right behind him is a swirling vortex guarded by stone pillars.
How far away is he?
Currently he's about 100 feet away where you guys are starting to enter, and as you walk in, you just hear him go, choo choo.
Can I get to him with 2 dashes?
Let's see, because that'd be 60 feet. But before you do so, we're gonna pause it here as he sort of looks at you all and goes, tell me, which was your favorite? Huh? It was the octopus car. Nope. And he looks to you, Ganelon. It was the pink car. You could tell me the truth.
Oh, I'll tell you the truth. This one's my favorite because it's gonna be covered in your blood.
Oh, don't be mad. I asked you all to get here before the end of 7 days, and you blew that record out of the water. It's quite amazing. You got here. He starts to count on his fingers, like 2 days earlier, 2 or 3. I lost count. I saw you guys do very well, but. And starts to train his eye towards you, Edith. You did have help.
I always have help, Jorik.
That was unexpected, very unexpected. I saw that, didn't you? The car moved without me asking it to move.
She moves what she wants.
I saw her. She pushed you forward. I saw that. So I figure that if you can get help, so can I. So, as promised, if you can reach the end.
Wait. Hold on, what does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean you can get help?
Well, you got help, so can the rails. So as I promised, if you can reach here, you may go. As he says that, his form starts to fade. It starts to, in almost like square bits of dust start to dissipate. I need you all to roll initiative. And I'm gonna change. And I'm gonna.
He's like disappearing, like in the Snapchat.
He's like disappearing, like Wreck-It Ralph.
A little bit, like a good comparison is like Wreck-It Ralph.
I rolled a 5.
Let's see here.
Me and the 9s today.
Well, I'm gonna get your
17.
I'll get your numbers in a second. All
I
right.
said 5, Mike. 5
for Osmond. What was it?
17.
17 for Gilwan. Okay.
17.
I got you.
Bless your heart, Mike.
Edith, what'd you get?
9.
9. Oh, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you get what I got? I got a 5.
You got 5. And Ganelon got a 17.
I got 5 on it.
Ooh. Oh, and Goldie got a 6. All right.
Hey, Mike.
Man, Osmond, I thought you were gonna sing the Elmo 5 No Jive song.
Oh, I don't know that one. I gotta learn it.
Well, it's been a long time since your kids were kids, huh?
Yeah, well.
Oh, your kids
no,
are still
not
kids.
long,
They're
like
just
5
older.
years. Not that, but they weren't Elmo. I love Elmo. I can't even do that. I used to be able to do Elmo, but I can't. I don't know what the heck that was. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
I'm
literally.
sure
It's
our
the
concurrence
closest.
would immediately drop to 0 if we just keep going with the Elmo. So.
Elmo love Ganelon. Elmo love Ganelon.
All right.
Elmo rolled a 5.
So I actually wrote down everything here. I should have wrote the initiative.
Mike. Hey, Minnie.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Mickey.
So maybe try to do Mickey Mouse and see if Elmo comes out.
Okay. So these guys rolled.
Actually, I'd really love it if Jerry's voice was either Mickey or Elmo. That would be
Oh
fantastic.
man, I wanted to do like I wanted to.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
Is that a demon?
From the divots here, as you're starting to notice Edith and Goldie, from here in the left and right, they go down and then and lift up I'll say these here. No, these here. That's what would make sense.
Hey, Mike.
Large metallic construct with 2 shoulder, like shields for shoulders. What was that, Osmond?
I got a 5.
Jesus. Both make in metal and stone with pieces of what looks like to be golden trims on their feet, arms, and head. These things start to spew out steam on the top of their heads as they look towards you. Ganelon, you are first in the initiative. So I'm going to move you, Ganelon, as you all would have witnessed. I'm going to move you guys here as you would have all seen what's about Jorik as he was giving that speech. But you all noticed this.
So where are these the things?
Yeah. No, these are the things that are currently being lifted from the divots.
Hey, Edith. Do you think maybe we could get a little help now?
So
could
are they
try.
forming into a figure? Is that what you're saying, Mike?
It's more like an elevator. Like they dropped within like this empty hole, and then immediately started to bring up these gigantic stone and metal figures. So these things are on the playing field right now. But it is your turn, Ganelon.
The columns are just slowly starting to rise?
Okay, so these stone circles here are like divots on the floor, and they dropped into what looks like to be an abyss. Then they slowly came back up, carrying these gigantic figures. These columns here are still light and stone make, though they are glowing in a bluish tint.
So it's these things that the figures are on?
Yeah. So right now these are the two that were lifted.
All right. Let's see here. How far do I have? So I can dash 60? Is that what you're saying?
You can definitely run 30 feet in your move for your movements, and if you want to use your action to dash, you can move another 60. I mean, another 30. Sorry. So 60 in total. But you'd be giving up any attacks as your action.
It's true. So I will dash 60.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I go into a rage.
All right. So go ahead and place your character, where you'd like to be.
Here we go.
All right.
And before I run, I take out Syrinx, who whispers softly.
you can definitely hear it, and it's more comforting now as you're ready for battle. In order, the way we're going to have it is that this guy is now the Shield Guardian's turn.
Oh, good.
This guy will move towards you, Edith, and he's going to make his multi-attack and lift up these two gigantic stone and metal fists and just bring them down on you.
Okay.
That's where they are.
You
I
couldn't see them on the map?
No, I couldn't see any of that.
You can move the map.
I thought
You're
Mike
right
was.
click.
That's why, because I couldn't see Mike pinging, so I thought Mike was
Oh.
telling me this
Do you want
the whole time.
Do you want to place yourself in a different position, Ganelon, or?
Most definitely, if that's
Okay.
cool.
So, well, easy enough done. So we're gonna put you back where you were really quick. Where would you like to go?
Okay, now I can see. Okay, so I will engage here
Okay.
and go into a rage
Perfect.
with my bonus act, and so I should have one action to attack. Correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. So I'll move you here since you want to be within melee range. But yes, feel free to make your attack.
Oh, God. 8.
8 does not connect. Though you are level 6, so you have another attack. So you have 2 attacks in your turn.
Correct. 19.
19 does connect. Feel free to do your damage as you are raging right now.
14 points of damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. Keep that in mind. Yeah, and your first attack, you actually start to move your axe downwards, and you actually catch a bit of its shield as it just sort of scrapes, and there are sparks flying. Your second
Oh
one.
wait, I'm sorry. It's 16 points because I forgot the 2 bonus for the melee damage.
Got it. Got it. Not a problem. The second one, you see an opening as the arm holding the shield goes back up in a stance, and you just go right in the middle. It catches bits of gears and stone, and you release as it's still standing right now, but you did some damage. All right, now we're gonna go back to this individual. This one is gonna go back to you, Edith, and once again with its stone fist comes swinging down. First fist. 21 to hit,
Hit.
and that does 8 points of damage. The second fist, 12 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah, the first one hits onto your back, and you're like, oh, not your back, into your chest as you kind of take it a bit, and you shove it off as it starts to reel back for another hit, and this time you quickly dodge out of the way. Ganelon, the one that you're facing, gets back into a fighting stance and will now swing twice at you. Ooh, that is a natural 20. So let's see
It's
here.
not great. For me.
That'll be 14 points of damage. But halved because you're raging. So only 7. The second attack will a 16 hit. On Ganelon.
Will a 16 hit, babe?
Yes.
Yes. All right. That does 9 points of damage. Halved again, so you'd only take 4. All right. So that is their turns. Edith, it is your turn.
I have a question. Is Radiant Soul an action? Because it doesn't say. It's just at my ability.
Good question. It should say that, but I can look it up.
I'm like, because it doesn't say.
Let's see. That is your
Oh, no. It is an action.
Yes. Okay.
I'm blind. Hold on, let me check one other thing.
And Goldie, you're after Edith.
Oh, I could do that as a bonus action. Sweet. All right. Now the wings can come out.
Okay, so as an action, you are releasing your radiant wings.
Yep.
Yeah, and everyone sees this right now as
My
Edith
wings come out, my eyes glow.
moves her hands in as her shoulders start to extend a bit, and within a flash, almost like a black aura, these black raven-like wings start to spread out. You see a little bit of like feather fall, but she is now full in her ASMR form.
Edith?
Yes.
Edith is?
Yes,
Crap!
That's awesome!
And what would you like
Okay.
to do as a bonus action?
Bonus action, I'm going to, and actually, I'm surprised it's a bonus action, cast Mass Healing Word on anyone that has taken damage, including myself. So it's a 1d4 plus my spell casting modifier.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I believe when it comes to Mass Healing Word, you get to choose a number of creatures, correct?
Yeah, it doesn't work on constructs.
So how many creatures is that?
So basically anybody in the group that's taken damage.
Okay, so it can cover everyone. So how much does everyone heal?
That's my wisdom, huh? It's only 4 points.
It's a D4 plus 4, no?
I don't know.
Here, I'll look it up.
I think it
Yeah,
says...
don't forget to look up your spells
No,
to
it
make
says
sure.
D4 plus your spell casting.
Yeah, so what'd you roll on your D4?
Only a 1.
A 1, and then plus 3 is your wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's why I said it's a 4.
if anyone is damaged right now, everyone gets 4 points of healing right now.
Nice.
Delightful.
All right, so that is your turn. An action to bust out your wings, and quickly you just sort of wave your spell, your symbol of the Raven Queen, and sort of radiant spell casting comes out, and everyone starts to feel a little better.
I still have my movement though, right?
You do.
But if I move, he's gonna get an opportunity
You can,
attack.
if you like to move still within his melee range, you won't get an opportunity attack.
What if I move over here?
You still be within his melee range, so if you move here.
Okay. I'll go over there.
All right, Goldie, it is your turn, and Osmond, you'll be after Goldie.
So I am like totally in awe of what Edith just did. By the way, that was like the coolest thing ever.
Now or never.
I'm gonna say, well, if we're all taking out the big guns and cast Mel's Minute Meteor.
Oh, nice! Yeah, once again, as everyone's experienced once more, these meteors start to surround you, Goldie. Goldie.
I have 6 tiny meteors that surround me, and they float in the air and kind of orbit around me.
Oh yeah, Jerry gets healed too, chat said.
Oh, Jerry gets healed. Jerry's feeling a little
It's
better.
up to 6 creatures.
Yeah.
Jerry!
Yeah, he's currently like back here, hiding next to the chair, and just like watching you all.
Poor Jerry.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to try to hit the guardian that's closest to Edith, but I'm gonna send a meteor his way, but instead of trying to hit him smack on, I actually want to hit this wall just to the side of him.
Oh yeah.
Because the meteors explode in a 5-foot radius, and I don't want to hit Edith.
Very smart. Yeah, you accurately positioned where you want these meteors to land, and you cast them off. Does it need to make a
Yeah,
save?
I wanna throw 2 of them in that at that exact same spot.
Perfect. Is it a save for the creature?
There is a save for the creature. Let me see. It is a Dex 14 on a failed save, half damage. Or full on a fail, half on a success.
It rolled a 14. However, it's got a -1.
Oh.
So that is a 13. It fails.
That is a 13. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and roll for damage for 2 of them. The first one hits for 6,
Okay.
and the second one hits for 11.
Nice. 17 points. All right. Yeah, and these 2 meteorites smack into the wall, and an explosion of rock and heat and energy just sort of like emanate from this spot. The creature, not currently in sort of engagement with Edith, doesn't get pushed forward a bit with the explosions with both. Moves up and then looks towards you. That was your action. Do you have a bonus action?
I do. I'm trying to debate if I want to use it or not. Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to use Misty Step as a bonus action to teleport 30 feet away so that I'm not just standing in between these 2 huge dudes.
Not a problem. Go ahead and position yourself 30 feet away.
So I have like these orbs all around me. I toss 2 of them at that guy for 17 damage, and then suddenly I'm surrounded in a silvery mist and just disappear as far as everyone else is concerned.
And everyone just hears a poof of arcane energy as you reappear somewhere else.
Yeah, and I'm gonna reappear right there.
Perfect. Osmond, it is your turn.
Okay, so a couple questions. Are those the places? Those things aren't pits, right? Like they came back up. It's all solid, right?
Yeah, currently and Goldie is standing on one right now. It is solid, though you do see that there is like an outline there, and you did see that these platforms do go down.
Okay. And then, is it supposed to be dark here? Because on my map, I can't. It looks like everybody else can see things I can't see.
You'd have to move up a little bit to see the entirety of the map. There's a wall right now to your right that is blocking a bit of your vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can definitely see where Goldie went, and you see Edith sort of in combat with this metallic creature. Though you do know that Ganelon ran to the right around the corner and is fighting something else.
Oh, he ran around the corner?
Yeah, so he ran, to the right.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do right now, is, because these guys seem to be running pretty heavy, is I'm going to go ahead and try and use command on this guy right in front of me.
All right. Let's see here. So he needs to make a save. I believe that'd be a wisdom save? Just confirm with me.
Correct.
I got a natural 16 with no modifier.
Okay, so I just got to roll.
Well, did that?
Your spell
Oh yeah,
DC.
sorry. I gotta look at my thing. Hold on. You got a 16 with no modifier. Hold on. Bring up my chart.
So is that higher than your spell DC?
Where do I see spell DC? Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I can actually locate it, but it should be next to your spells. There'll be a list of them. I can find it here.
Oh, 14.
14.
14.
Unfortunately, you say your command word trying to get it to stop, or whatever you had planned, and as you start to do so, it doesn't grasp onto this creature's mind.
Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to do?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna come around the corner and I'm gonna bardic inspiration Ganelon and start singing. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When you don't, I'm here too. And that's what I do. So
and Ganelon, you start to get like this boost of like friendly energy, and you are inspired. So you have a D8 you can use for attack rolls, saving throws, or checks. All right.
And I think that's all I got.
Let's see here.
Got a friend in me.
Now we're gonna get into the layer actions. I need Goldie and Ganelon. I need you both to make me Constitution saving throws. As the vents currently that you're standing by start to spew this greenish, like thick cloud of ichor.
A 9.
9. Okay.
I got a 5.
5.
Can I have one of those hamburgers, buddy, or no? But if you want them both, that's fine. I just didn't know.
Are you sharing? Is that?
Yeah, my son's.
Goldie, you start to cough, and so do you, Ganelon. And your vision starts to blur and sort of like in a tunnel vision. I'm gonna set your guys' vision right now, real quick, as you're. Let's see here.
No! Look at you flexing them astral tabletop skills, Mike.
I know. I really like this program. It's really nice. So currently, right now, your vision is diminished a bit as the entire room beyond 30 feet starts to get darker and dimmer to a point where you can't see past.
Oh.
Ganelon, you are up.
Yeah.
Time for another swing, big boy.
There you go.
Make sure you throw that bag away. Was there a straw in the McDonald's one?
18.
Osmond's
18.
talking to his inner
18 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
One more. That would be 9.
9 points of damage. Very nice.
And I swing again.
All right.
And that's 13.
13. Your first strike hits true, and you hit parts of, once again, the gears and stone in the middle of this creature. Your second one, immediately as a reaction, it lifts up its shield arm and another sparks as you didn't connect. Any bonus
Do I have
action?
to declare my bardic inspiration before, or could I do it after?
You can do it after if you wish. If you want to spend your bardic inspiration on that last attack, because you rolled a 13.
I do.
Go ahead and roll a d8 and add it to that 13.
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
That's 18.
18. You hit. So we'll rewind the clock a bit as it starts to lift up its hand, trying to block your attack. You use that energy that Osmond gave you, and you with a quicker strike than it can lift its arm, strike true right into it again. Roll damage.
That would be 8 points of damage.
Nice, nice. All right. Perfect.
You got a friend.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, God.
Let's see here. Edith and Osmond, you'd be the only two to see this. Goldie and Ganelon, you start to hear noises coming from down the actual car that you're in, and the sound of.
Do we see?
Hold on. Yes, you see that these two divots have dropped, and 2 more shield guardians have shown. These guys are going to move 20 feet. This one here, while it was eyeing you, Goldie has now lost sight of you and is currently back onto Edith. It's going to make 2
Yes,
attacks.
I have no idea that even happened because I can't see that far.
Exactly. But you do see that the one that's... Oh, no, actually, at this point, the Guardian is out of your viewpoint. You're like, what happened? Where is everyone?
I just hear a bunch of...
Yeah, you
And
hear
like-
metallic clicking and clanking and like things smacking into each other, and you still hear combat coming from where your companions were.
Okay.
So, Edith, once again, this thing reels its hand back, slams down. That'll be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
And that will be 12 points of damage. And the last one will be a natural 1. So that's a miss.
Fine. Okay.
All right. Ganelon, the one that you've been fighting, it actually brings in its arms closer to its chest, causing a full like wall between you and this creature, and it is going to expend its spell storage. So I need you to make me a, let's see here, a dexterity saving throw.
Jesus. 8.
8. As the shield themselves start to glow this bluish purple green energy, it releases, and at first you're getting ready for something, and then something closes on you, and you are trapped inside of a purple sphere.
Uh-oh.
And you start to speak out, and you can hear yourself, but everyone else, especially Osmond and Edith, you can't hear Ganelon. He's trapped in this bubble. Edith, it's your turn.
Jeez. Alright. I had too many things to do. Okay, well I'm gonna, first of all, I'm gonna attack this thing
All right.
with the sword. Let me see what it is. Plus 15.
15? 15 does not hit.
Okay. I am gonna cast as a bonus action Sanctuary on myself.
All right. Sanctuary is had, so whenever it wants to attack you, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Perfect. At this point, your wings, the feathers start to fall and create much of like a spiritual barrier as they become opaque. Goldie, it's your turn. Make me a Constitution saving throw, as the gas has stopped, but you're currently trying to spew out whatever you're choking on.
Dirty 20.
What was that?
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Perfect. Before we move further, Ganelon, I forgot to do that to you as well. Make a Constitution saving throw. See if you can spit out whatever you've inhaled. And I'm going to reset your vision, Goldie, as that happens. As you and you see a bit of this greenish ichor flow out of your mouth.
Yeah.
8.
8. You're still still coughing on it. But Goldie, it's your turn.
I can see. All right. I am going to throw another 2 meteors at Shield Guardian 3 again, towards the side of the wall, but not too close to Osmond either.
All right, perfect. Let me make it save. Wisdom save. That's a 12.
It's a dex.
Dex. Even worse, 11.
Huzzah! All right, that is a failed save. So the first one hits for 10, and the second one hits for 14.
Woo! Damn! Jesus. Yeah, you start to crash back into the back of this creature. You can see bits of like steam, sparks, and just metal scraping upon metal. It's a very like high-pitched sound as you hear as it starts to move, just metal and stone, as it starts to get back into a fighting stance. Any bonus actions?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Any movement?
I will, at this point, see if I can. I'm gonna back up a little more to like just halfway up these steps.
Sure. You can hear the hum coming from, these glowing metallic structures as you start to move up these steps.
Both the pillars and the little thingies on the side are humming.
Yes. You can see
Okay.
lights going back and forth.
Got it.
Osmond, you're up.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
I forgot that in a rage I gain advantage on strength and saving throws.
Oh, strength
It
and
says
con?
you gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks.
Oh,
Would that count for this Constitution check?
it definitely will. Roll me another Constitution saving throw.
Never mind.
Oh,
Oh.
not to worry. You're right where you want to be. You're in the midst of combat. You're focused on this guy. Osmond, what would you like to do? Oh, you're muted, Roby. Can't hear you.
Oh, the two enemies that were coming in, I can see them, right?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna do enemies abound on one of them.
Perfect.
It's an intelligent throw.
All right, let's see here.
Intelligent save.
Ooh, that's a 2.
Okay, so that's good. He's dumb.
So explain to me what enemies abound. So I think it's the first creature, or the creature nearest it sees as an enemy.
Yeah, and it starts attacking it.
All right, I'm gonna give it a little marker here, just for my sake, so I know what's happening.
Okay. And then I'm assuming, because I'm noticing he's trapped in a bubble, like Ganelon's trapped in a bubble still.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing to him again, giving a little bit more bardic inspiration. So, we're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can free. Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're breaking free. Little High School Musical there for you, right there.
Wow.
Gonna get you out of there.
That was amazing.
Know, I don't even know High School Musical. Mad respect.
I don't either, and I work on the show.
Wait, do you really? High School Musical,
Yeah.
Musical, the series? Oh my god,
Yeah.
my daughter and I watched the crap out of that show. Oh
We'll
my
see what
gosh.
I can do.
But anyway, of course I do, yeah, I know.
Well-
But anyway, I'm trying to get you some you're breaking free. Yeah, you're breaking free. Trying to give you some inspiration there, Ganelon.
As that could be a bonus action. Do you have any actions you'd like to do?
I thought that wasn't, the spell was an action.
No, giving someone inspiration, I believe, is a bonus action. But
No, I did.
Oh,
Enemies
that's
Abound.
right. You're totally right. Let me double check something right here.
I can use Bardic Inspiration 3 times, so as a bonus action.
You know what? Yeah, that would count. Okay, cool. Yeah,
If I need more actions, you can give me more actions. I'm all about. I got all sorts of ideas.
I was double checking something about your inspiration, but yes, Ganelon, you hear the words once again, and you are inspired by Osmond.
Yeah, you're breaking free.
Ganelon, it is your turn. The strange thing is, as the gas starts to spew out. Yeah, Goldie, you need to make me another Constitution, a con save, and Ganelon, you don't need to at this point. Before we get to your turn.
6.
6. It enters in your throat once again, and your vision starts to diminish. But as the gas comes out for you, Ganelon, is what you can see. It sort of goes around the bubble that you're in and doesn't make contact, but you're still coughing from the smoke that you inhaled previously. Make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
God. Finally, Jesus. 15.
15. And the spew of this greenish ichor comes out of your breath. You are no longer affected, and you can now see everything. But currently you are in this ball, and I'll say this much: it is a magical sphere where you can't be hurt, but you can't hurt other things. But you can move, kind of like a hamster ball.
All right. Well, I run as fast as I can straight into the god in front of me with my axe.
All right, and as you pull out your axe, going right in front of the guardian in front of you, just roll me a d20 with no modifiers. You're a strong individual, and you're trying to attack with just this weightless ball and try to put some effort into it. So let's see what happens.
10.
10. You slam your shoulder into the ball, making it move to sort of bounce into this shield guardian, but it blocks it with its shield. I'll let you try again since you do have 2 attacks.
Would I get advantage on this?
No, you would
This
not.
is advantage on strength checks.
No, this is not a check. This is you trying to attack. Unless you want to do reckless.
I don't know that I have reckless. I don't think I have reckless, Mike. I think that's a different chain.
That's probably it then. But regardless, go ahead and roll me just a d20 without any modifiers.
It's no better. It's a 9.
Yeah, and you try it once again. Just can't get through this guy, and you're currently trapped in this arcane bubble. All right, it is now the Shield Guardian's turns. This one is gonna see you. Well, Goldie, you won't be able to see this, but this one is gonna start walking towards you. Actually, no. This one is affected by Osmond's spell. Is gonna go straight towards his friend, and will make it, and is gonna attack twice. A natural 20 and a 17. That'll hit. Good job, Osmond. All right, that did some damage, and the second attack will also do some damage. All right. Perfect. All right. The one in front of you, Edith, is going to slam its shields together, like you saw what happened to Ganelon, and use up one of its stored spells. I need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You said saving throw, right?
Yes.
I think that's a +6. Yeah, so that's an 18.
An 18. You start to feel this, like your form start to shift and move, but you grab onto your holy symbol and hold tight, and it does not take effect. But that's its turn.
Does that count as an attack?
That was its action.
No, but are you using it as an attack? Because I have Sanctuary up.
No, it was trying to cast a spell.
I think it still takes effect because it says it loses a spell.
Double check that for me, please.
Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right. It got a natural 20, but I think regardless, you still passed the DC. Thank you. Keep that in mind. Thank you. Always remind me if I forget. But yeah, you feel this effect, and you shake it off. Ganelon, the one that's right next to you, gets its shield arm and slowly starts to roll you out of the way, and starts to walk towards you, Osmond. And is going to come down with 2 hands. A 14 and a 15 to hit.
Your armor class.
Armor class, okay. I'm looking.
Sure.
Armor class is 15.
15. So only one of them hits. The 14 does not connect. One hand comes down and you dodge to the left, but the left hand starts to come towards you and makes connection. That will be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Right. Ganelon, make me a con... oh, no, you already done that. You're fine. So at this point, Ganelon, as you're currently trapped in this bubble, it starts to fizzle and fade. And finally, you drop to the floor and you are free.
My turn. I run up to this fool right here. Do I have advantage because he's turned his back to me?
Unfortunately, I don't do flaking rules, but you can definitely attack it.
Attack away.
Attack away.
That's an 18.
That connects.
That's 19 points of damage.
Woo!
No, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, there's more.
17 points of damage. Excuse me.
Not to worry. That's still solid. Okay.
Still
These
standing.
things have a crap ton of freaking hit.
It right now is, as you're starting to continuously affect sort of the midsection of this creature, it's starting to like break down, and you see steam and smoke starting to apparate from this thing. It is
second
still
attack.
standing, but not looking good.
Second attack is a 19.
That connects.
Second hit is 16 points of damage.
Ooh, that's what you needed. How do you take this guy apart?
Right through the middle.
With a
my
wrench.
Axe busting him in half.
Osmond, as you're currently standing, kind of like you took your first hit and you look to your right as it's starting to like reel back for another attack, and then as its hands are up, you just see sticking out from the torso of the creature, Ganelon's axe. And Ganelon, you can just hear whispers like, "Do it, finish, do it," and you follow through, and it starts to fall, and you can hear metal scraping as it falls to the ground. It is out of the playing field.
Yeah, babe.
All right. This Shield Guardian is continuously going to attack its friend.
That works.
Let me see something real quick. What was the spell that you cast? It was Enemies Abound, right?
Enemies abound. Yep.
I want to double check to see if it has to continuously make a saving throw on its turn.
I'm looking right now. It says whenever the effect chooses another creature, that it must choose a target at random for another creature you can see in the range. If the enemy provokes it, it doesn't say anything like that.
Each time
it
the
lasts
target-
for a minute.
Okay. It says here it lasts for a minute, and every time the target takes damage, that's when it has its saving throw. So it hasn't taken damage, and it's continuously
Literally-
attack its friend.
It's just literally beating its friend, who doesn't seem to be caring. Kind of stupid.
Right. That's a natural one, but the other one was a 24, so that is going to do some damage. 7, it's 11 points. All right. Now let's move on to this Shield Guardian. It's got its directives, so it's going to continue moving forward. And it's going to take an opportunity attack. It's going to dash as much as it can get. So it's not going to reach you, Ganelon, but it's definitely on its way. So this one, the one that you have Enemies Abound, Osmond is going to take another attack. Fortunately, miss on this one. But Edith, it is your turn. Oh, sorry. Edith, the one that's right in front of you.
Yeah.
That one is going to attack.
Okay, well, it's gonna make a wisdom saving throw because I have Sanctuary.
Thank you. That is a 5.
Fails, so he has to target somebody else.
It's going to walk towards you.
He either has to. Okay, hold on. Let me read the spell.
Please do.
If he fails, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Unfortunately, Osmond is within range, so it's going to make its attack there.
Okay.
That's going to be a 9 to hit. I don't believe that'll hit.
No,
Nope.
DC was 15.
And then that's going to be a 14. Oh, you got lucky on 14 on that one. So I
Yep,
believe that
I'm
misses
good.
well. Osmond, you were.
So this is what I'm doing. I'm like, whoo, whoo,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Just complete misses. Edith, it is now your turn.
Well, unfortunately with Sanctuary, I can't hit it either, otherwise the spell will go away.
And I'm assuming it's concentrating. Or you're concentrating.
Doesn't say actually.
Oh, if not, then you're good.
Duration, it's not concentration, but that's a type of spell. Yeah, it just says duration 1 minute.
Oh,
Doesn't say
perfect.
I'm doing
Then you can cast a
concent-
concentration spell if you like.
I wanted to do 2 different things, but that's okay. So question for you, with that spell up, if I move and it tries to attack me, does it still get an opportunity attack? Like, it's confusing.
I think it would still try to make the sanct. No, it already failed. It wouldn't be able to get you because they would have to pass around. So no, you can move away from it without getting opportunity.
Okay. So in that case, hold on. I'm gonna cast Prayer Healing, and
Prayer of
holding-
Healing takes 10 minutes to cast.
Ah, shoot. Well, can I
Yeah.
start? No, huh?
You can start as a DM to like some advice is that 10 rounds is a minute.
No, I know it's gonna take forever.
So you
okay.
you would take this entire encounter probably.
All right, fine then. I'm gonna do bless at a 2nd level,
Okay.
so I can get all of us. And that means you get a d4 to your saving throws and attacks.
All right, so everyone has a plus D4. You get to roll a D4 to your attacks, and saving throws. Any bonus actions or any movement?
I'm going to use my movement to try and get to this pillar over here.
Perfect.
I only have 30 feet.
It's a little beyond that. It's about 35 feet away. But you can start getting your way there.
30. Okay.
Okay. Actually, does your wings give you faster flight? Maybe
No,
you
it
can?
just says 30 feet.
Gotcha.
It says a flying speed of 30 feet.
Goldie, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I can't see anything, so I've been hearing a lot of
Oh.
stuff going on, but I have no idea what's happening.
Make me a con save.
Add a d4.
And add a D4.
Nice. Okay, that's a 22.
Yeah, once again, it's becoming like old hat now, and you're like, not again. And it just, you spill out this this green ichor out of your mouth. But you now have your vision back, so I'm gonna give that back to you now. And there you go.
Okay.
It is your turn.
So I quickly assess that one of these things is down, I guess. Right?
Yeah, and you can see like the remains of this broken guardian on the floor.
Do any of these guardians look more hurt than the others?
I would say that the guardian that's attacking Osmond has taken a lot more damage than the rest. It's looking a little rough.
Okay, I am going to throw my final 2 meteors at that guy.
Okay, he's gonna make his saving throw.
And I've already used my +4, so I don't get it again, right?
It's for attacks too, so it's attacks and saving throws. You can use bless.
But not damage.
No,
not
that's
damage.
for your attacks and your
Okay.
saving throws,
Yeah,
not for
just
damage.
a hit.
Okay, great.
It rolled an 8.
Okay. So one hit is for 11 damage, and the other one hits for 7 damage.
That's what you needed. How do you take this thing apart?
Heck yeah. So Goldie pukes a little bit, and then kind of regains vision, scans the room really quickly, narrows her eyes as she looks at the Shield Guardian 3, and takes the final 2 meteor orbs that are hovering around her and casts them both in that direction against that. It kind of ricochets as it explodes off the wall just next to that Shield Guardian, kind of just behind it, next to it, so that it doesn't hit Osmond. And as it explodes, the first one, which hits for more damage, explodes and kind of knocks it back a little bit, and then the second one just gives an extra ping.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
the
a
last
nice
touch that it
blick
needs to
on it.
crumple.
Osmond, you're like
And,
standing on a graveyard of like broken constructs right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I'm looking pretty
And
amazing
Golden
right
does
now.
a little like, yeah.
And I'm going like this. I'm going. That was all me. That was all me. Look around me.
Goldie, do you have a bonus action and movement you'd like to take?
No particular bonus action, but I will move back, or I'm going to move just to the other side of this pillar and just kind of like start to inspect it.
Sure. I'll say right away, because it does take an action to do an investigation to check this thing, but I will say as you start to get closer, the hum is louder.
Okay.
It almost sounds like electricity is sort of running through this thing.
Cool.
Osmond, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna do command on the Shield Guardian. 2.
All right. So it's going to make its saving throw. There you go. It's got an 8.
And I'm gonna do halt.
Halt. All right. So it's currently running towards the Ganelon, and as it starts to hear your words, on its turn, it'll act. It'll
Okay.
halt.
Okay. I just wanted it to get attacked by the other guy. And then
Would I perceive that?
You definitely hear Osmond behind you go, halt! And a bit of like magical essence comes out of his voice, and you just see like the Shield Guardian, while it was like in like almost like a Terminator mode where it has you in its sights, it starts to slow its step. It hasn't stopped moving, but on its turn it will. Oh, our cat brought us something.
Brought me a mouse.
Anything else, Osmond? Do you have any movement or bonus action?
I can move, right?
Yes, you can.
Did you Ganelon, did you use Bar? You haven't used my last one, right?
I still have a bit more of that High School Musical flowing
That's what I
through my
thought.
ears.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna move over here. How far can I move?
You can move 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over with Goldie and Edith. I'm moving left with Goldie and Edith.
All right, you can probably get right about here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not a real mouse. No, it's not real.
No, it's not a real
Oh, I
mouse,
thought
it's
it
a
was a
stuffed
real mouse, and you guys were both just totally so calm.
No. It's a toy mouse.
It is once again the beginning of the layer round. Ganelon, you are within 15 feet of the grate, and Osmond, you are within 15 feet of the grate.
Oh crap!
I need both of
Right.
you make Constitution saving throws,
Remember, add a D4.
and you can add a D4.
What's the and
Good
Constitution's 20?
advantage.
Or you roll a D20, right?
Yeah, so you roll a D20 plus your Constitution saving throw
Plus your a
Okay.
D4.
plus a D4.
Okay, hold on. Looking at my sheet.
What'd you get,
Gosh,
Ganelon?
16.
16. Yeah, this putrid air starts to come towards you, and you know already now. You hold your breath, and it just sort of wafts past you and falls back down to the ground.
Stupid sheet.
I can actually tell you, Osman, if you like.
I know. I don't know what I did with my. It was up. I have so many windows open now.
You get a -1 for your Constitution, unfortunately. So you would roll
Okay.
a D20, -1.
So I rolled a 14, but
So-
then that's now a 13. Now I just got to roll a D4.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Oh, my sheet. Okay, so it looks like 13 plus 3, so 16.
And you've seen your friends go through this before, and you just instinctively hold your breath as this smog passes by you and drops down to the floor. So guys, we're a little past 10:30, so I'm going to offer this to you. Would you like to continue the combat as is, or would you like to do some sort of fast forwarding? And we'll judge that by a simple roll from each of you.
I'm cool with combat, but I know people have other things.
So it's up to
I'm
you guys.
okay to continue the combat.
All right.
I'm fine.
I
Yep,
don't believe
okay.
we can quit early now.
All right.
I think we're good.
Just wanted to make sure, because I know that some of us have responsibilities and things like that. And, it's late at night. But regardless, back to the beginning of the round. Ganelon, it is your turn.
All right, so I can see this one in front of me is not a problem.
Yeah,
I
it's
think I
slowing
will-
its gait towards you, and its head is down.
I will move towards Shield Guardian not numbered.
Perfect. So you can definitely
original.
get there. You can get about 30 feet to here, but you would have to use an action to dash. Unfortunately, if you do that, you would be unable to attack it. And as you start to get closer to this pillar here, Ganelon, you can start to hear this loud buzzing and humming coming from the pillar.
This one.
That's correct.
With my bonus action, can I perceive anything about the pillar?
It would take an action to investigate, which you definitely still have an action to do so. But you do right away see that it is a stone pillar with a glowing blue light, and you do hear this loud hum. That is what you get instinctually.
All right, I stand at the ready.
All right. We'll say that you ready in action, so if this creature ever gets in your range, you will immediately attack it. So now, it'll be this Shield Guardian's turn. I believe when it comes to enemies abound, it is the closest enemy near it. It'll attack, or the closest creature. Unfortunately,
It's
that is...
random. It's actually a random enemy within range.
Okay.
So it's random anything within range. So that would be Edith,
That would
Ganelon.
be Edith or Ganelon, because it only has a 20-foot speed. So I'm going to roll a d4. Even, Edith, odd, Ganelon. It's going to go towards you, Ganelon, and attack twice. First one's going to be a 17 to hit. The next one is going to be a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit. I have
12
a
does
15
not.
AC.
Perfect. All right, here we go. The first hit only does, oh man, 8 points of damage. Half of that,
Half.
4 points of damage. This Shield Guardian is going to... Oh, on its turn, it follows through with your command, Osmond, as it starts to finally slow its gait and then stops and halts. And that's going to be the rest of its turn. Edith, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna get to use my movement and then use my action to investigate this one.
Okay. Roll me investigation check.
Which bless apply to them?
Bless, yeah, it's to your ability checks, I believe, right?
Hold on.
Oh no, it's attacks
No,
and
it's
saving
the
throws.
saving throws.
No, you would just
That's
roll
why I
your
said I
investigation.
wish. Oh, that's horrible. Not great. That's only an 11.
11. You start to look at this sort of 5-foot high pillar and kind of looking around. You can definitely tell that it has something to do with the cart you're in. You just can't tell what.
That's a face I'm giving you. Let's see. I'm just gonna bonus action healing word myself because eat. And then that's it.
All right. So what do you get for bonus action? How much do you heal?
I rolled a 4 on my d4,
Ooh, there you go.
so I believe that's 7 points.
7 points. So you heal 7 points.
Yeah, my wisdom modifier is +3.
Perfect. All right. I believe next in line would be Goldie.
All right. So would it take a whole turn to investigate whatever this thing is?
It does take an action to investigate, so you'd be giving up an action. However, you can definitely hear Edith as she did her own investigation. She goes, "It has something to do with this room. I just don't know what."
Okay.
Playing Dungeons and Dragons?
I can't suggest the other blue thing.
You could, I mean, it's a free action to yell, so you can definitely go, this has something to do with the, I don't know, but maybe not that, I don't know what
I'm
that.
gonna tell you, Goldie, to maybe check that other blue light behind you to see if it does anything.
I'm gonna run up and investigate this one back here.
Perfect. Yeah, easily enough done. You run and you actually go up. It's only a few inches or a few feet high as you just sort of pole vault over this thing. This thing looks like to be like sensitive material, like sensitive machinery and equipment. And for everyone here who is technologically tech savvy, looks like a server.
Well, but they wouldn't know that,
They
right?
wouldn't know it. They just know it as a machine.
HP.
It just looks like a electronic equipment.
I was like, maybe if we blow it up, all the... Anyway.
It looks like a Tandy 2.
It's a Commodore
Wait,
64.
did Edith say maybe if we blow it up?
You can say that. It's free.
Maybe
Okay,
if
I'm
you do
just kinda
damage to
gonna-
that, we can disengage, we can unactivate our little friends here.
Okay, wow. Okay. I'm gonna yell back, sounds good to me! But I've already used my action now to investigate, so...
Did you? Oh, did.
Well, I was going over
that
to
was
check
the
it out.
pillar.
You didn't
Oh.
give me a full investigation, but that's what I was intending to do.
Okay.
So up to you if I still have an action or
I'll
not.
say that you still have an action because it is
I
something that
told
you
her.
innately know, just like how when you went to the pillar, you can hear that there was electricity running through. You can tell that this is sensitive equipment. You would need. I would give you more details about what the equipment does if you did an investigation check. But since you haven't, you still have an action.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do is take a couple steps backwards so that I'm not right up on it and cast a firebolt at it.
A firebolt.
Yes.
All right. Roll me damage on that firebolt.
Add for components. All right, here we go.
Oh, you get a d4 to your attack rolls.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, wait, she's just doing damage or she's got to roll to attack?
But I don't think.
It's a
Oh, it
stationary
does say
object.
on a hit, so I actually do have to try to hit. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So go ahead and roll that attack.
+4.
Plus 4.
So that's 13.
13. Easily enough done. You make connection with your firebolt. Roll damage.
And actually, it's even more than 13 because I forgot I have a bonus to hit on that. But anyway, that's okay. Here we go. Let me find. Yes, one of these and one of these. Okay. Wow. Okay, that is 19 damage.
Woo! Yeah. This thing
Man.
starts to smoke, and actually I have something for that too. But yeah, it starts to pop. Let's see here. I believe it would be nope, not that one. Yeah, there we go. And electricity starts to fly from the thing itself, and smoke starts to go out. What you notice right away, Goldie, as you did that, this platform was sort of dipping back down, but the moment you did that, it stopped.
Okay, so the horrible gas that I've been breathing in. No mas.
Yeah, these two things were affected.
Okay, got it.
Let's see here. Osmond, it is your turn.
Do I notice this stuff happening?
You can hear sparks, and you can smell the burnt electronics and metal starting to come from where Goldie shot her firebolt. You can definitely see this happen.
Okay.
Now I gotta move my
So
cat.
I'm going. I think what I. Okay, so I'm gonna. I mean, so I understand. Is it like? Can we have a conversation? Is that a free action or no? I
Yeah,
don't
so
understand. Okay.
something quick, or you want to get an idea through, that is definitely
Yeah.
something free to do. Not like having a full, oh, what would you like to do today? Something
Yeah.
like that's a little
What?
too much.
Because I think I would just scream. It's like, what just happened?
This thing blew up. That thing stopped working.
Go for the blue thing, Osmond. Go for the blue.
So I'm gonna run. Basically, I want to attack this one up here, this top left one, that one.
Okay. So that is about 55 feet away from you.
So I
you
have
can
a
definitely.
cross. I was gonna try and run and shoot arrows at it.
Perfect. You can definitely move about 30 feet. So, depending on if you want to get close to this grate, that is your choice.
It's gonna. I was hoping. Can I Can I shoot if I'm like right here?
I would say, and you've seen this before. Yeah, right about there. That is perfect.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an attack roll on this thing.
17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
I gotta see what the damage is on this stupid crossbow.
I think he would have rolled a d4 for his damage too.
Yeah,
That was
Nate's audio's been flawless this entire time, dudes.
I know, it's been incredible.
I love it. I'm happy I can finally hear.
4 times.
I can hear Ganelon's sweet southern nothings. I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay. Hold
Well,
on.
thanks, y'all.
Okay, hold on. Got it.
I have a familiar. I didn't know I had.
All right, Osmond, what'd you get?
I got a 17, and then I'm rolling damage now. I'm just trying to see what my damage is on my crossbow.
Let's see here.
Where is that? Oh, it's +6. 1d6 + 3.
Yes, it's 1d6 + 3. Exactly.
You just see cat ears.
So 6.
6.
Oh wait, do I get to add a d4 to that?
No, that's for your attack roll to actually connect, not the actual
Okay, so
damage.
it's-
However,
Attack
damage.
rolls and saving throws.
however, you did hit the amount needed. So let's see here.
Oh, so it's weak.
Oh, there we go. Your bolt strikes right in the middle of this thing, and it starts to. This electricity starts to follow the amount, or this construct, and starts to smoke. Yeah, it is broken. And what you also notice, Osmond, is that this grate, while it's currently open, it starts to close. Same thing that you noticed, Goldie, to this one down here. And this divot, as it was starting to head down, stops.
Great.
Okay, but the creature it was controlling didn't do. It's still working.
It's still working.
Okay.
Ganlon, it's your turn.
I attack this shield guardian straight in front of me.
Perfect. Make me an attack roll.
That is a 15.
15 does not connect.
Second attack. That is a 19.
19 does connect. Roll me some damage.
Wait, did he add a d4 to that first one?
Oh, the 16?
I did not.
Don't forget to do that. So roll your d4 and we'll count that. See what happens.
Plus 2.
That's what you needed.
All right.
You needed an 18. So the
Yeah.
AC is 18 or 17, sorry, for these individuals. So you definitely got that. 2 attacks
So
connect.
both hit, is what we're saying.
That's right.
All right. First hit is. Damn it. First hit is 9, 11.
9 and 11. 20 in total.
No, the first hit is 11 total. Sorry, I was adding bardic inspiration.
Oh, gotcha.
Second hit is 16, 18.
Woo, so an 11 and an 18.
Correct.
That seems good.
That
That is a good hit. That
very
is like
good.
Planet Fitness level hit right there. Good job, Ganelon.
Immediately.
Can we get some Ganelon hype in the channel?
For
Let's get some
reals, that was a
Ganelon.
good hit. As you do so, immediately this thing is brought down to one knee and slowly starts to pick itself back up. I believe the rules are is that if this creature takes damage, it's going to roll another saving throw to see if it snaps out of enemies abound.
That's right.
But it fails, so it's still going to attack randomly. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll a d6. No, well, I think the only two that are in Ganelon and Edith's space. It's
No,
gonna-
Shield Guardian's still in range. Is actually in range.
Let's see here.
Shield Guardian 2.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So let's roll d6. 1, 2, Edith. 3, 4, Ganelon. 5, 6. The other one. Roll to 5. So it's gonna move around you,
Keeps on
Ganelon.
moving.
It's still gonna stay within your melee range, so unfortunately you don't get an attack of opportunity. However, this Guardian, which it hasn't done before, closes its shield and is going to cast a spell, a stored spell. The other one fails the saving throw, and this creature here turns into... Chat, give me an animal.
I'd give you a bad one.
A Chupacabra.
Chat, give me an animal.
Oh, Chupacabra. Jeez. Say Chupacabra. Chupacabra.
The first one was a sloth.
Sloth first.
Yeah, so this creature is going to turn into a sloth. And unfortunately, I don't have a sloth icon, but I am going to make it the size of a sloth.
Did you have a Chupacabra icon?
Unfortunately, I don't. So this thing starts to shrink and shrivel into a living, breathing sloth, and is now slowly moving forward. But that'll be its turn, and this creature's turn is going to, I don't know, it's going to try to attack. It still has an objective, so it's going to try to attack you, Ganelon, but it's not going to move very fast. I'll say it moves 5 feet. It's a sloth. It's going to slowly get there. Edith, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna move my 30 feet.
Sloths are vicious creatures.
30.
Are they really?
They can be.
yeah, are they?
Sloth are.
Did you
They're
say I'm
quite
60
large.
feet away from this thing?
Which one are you clicking? I didn't say how far you are, but you are about 60 feet from where you're standing.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hit it with a Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Does it need to make a dexterity save?
Yeah.
It's gonna fail because it's not actually a creature. So go ahead and roll damage.
It's gonna take 1d8 and then the extra radiant damage because I'm in my
Because you're in your
radiant
ASMR
soul
form.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where the hell's a d8? I got too many dice. That's a d10. So that's 10 points of damage.
Perfect. I'll let you know that you do need to get over 5 damage to destroy these things, but yes, your bolt flies true and smacks right into this machine. Let's see here. At this point, you are all starting to notice that with each machine you destroy, this stone barrier that is surrounding the portal, the bricks and the columns that are blocking it start to crumble and crack.
Okay.
I believe any bonus actions for you, Edith?
Spiritual weapon can. Oh wait.
Spiritual
Oh no, I
action-
can do that because I did a cantrip.
Spiritual weapon is that is a bonus action. You did do cantrip.
But I can attack with it the same turn, right?
That is correct. The moment that you summon it, it will attack.
All right. I am. Ooh, 60 feet. How about this one? 6
From
feet.
you-
That's probably too far.
Actually, it would. You could put it right about here, and it can attack it.
Okay. Well, I will put my spiritual weapon there,
All right.
and I will.
Spiritual weapon has been summoned. Once again, this radiant, glowing sword apparates from the ether.
So it's just my spell attack bonus with the plus.
That's
6,
correct.
Plus a D4.
Okay. That's right, because you're blessed.
Because I'm blessed. That's a 9. 11.
11.
Even with a plus.
That's fine. You needed a 10 to hit.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage. They're machines. They're not.
Oh, same thing. 1d8
They're very delicate machines. They're not hardy.
plus the 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Yes. All these things are starting to smoke and pop with the electronics inside. This smoke is starting to fill the space as electricity starts to flow from one machine to the other. The stone pillars, as you all start to notice, start to crumble and fall. The portal now, glowing purple, is now glowing green.
Yell, time to go.
But Goldie, it is your turn.
It's my turn and it's time to go. I am going to reach into my little pouch and grab a small fuzzy ball from it and
Okay.
throw it. I'm gonna throw it in the direction towards where we came in, and as I throw it, run towards the portal. So I'm
Okay.
gonna throw it in one direction and run the other direction.
Let's see, who am I going to... I don't have your fuzzy creatures. I think you do need to roll a dice to see what you
I do.
summon.
Yeah, so I pull a fuzzy creature out of my bag and throw it, and let's see what happens.
You know what? I think it'll be funny if we use this. All right, so what do you summon?
You know those little
A
creatures?
giant weasel.
A giant weasel. Apropos,
I throw
Ganelon's
my
already on the stage. Oh wait,
I
no.
throw my little fuzzy I throw my little fuzzy ball in that direction, and as the fuzzy ball soars through the air, it starts like unfolding and transforms into a giant weasel.
I would have
And I
chosen this like...
threw it in the direction of the place where we came, but if it gets distracted by the sloth, that's not on me.
Sounds good. You have quite a range, especially with your arm and your throwing arm. I'm gonna use the old woman as the weasel. Much like anyone with playing Metroid, this ball bounces and unfurls to this giant weasel. What would you like to do with your movement?
With my movement, I'm gonna start beelining it for the green portal.
Perfect. Go ahead and make your way there. Osman, it is now your turn.
Can I run and pick up the sloth? Can I get that far?
I mean, you definitely, you can do so with your action to dash.
No, because I wanted to run, pick up the sloth, and fly.
I see. You have 60 feet, actually, of flight. No, actually, you have 60 feet.
Oh, I forgot about
you can actually
Jerry.
reach it. Yeah. Jerry right now is currently like right here. I'll put another person down.
Sorry, Jerry.
Here, actually, I have a nervous guess, which is funny. So he's back
That
here.
is Jerry. Yeah.
And
Wait, so could I fly and grab the shield guardian and like get about what? Because I mean, what's the distance between me and the sloth?
So you're about 40 feet away from it, so you can definitely go as an action, pick him up, and then you can fly half your speed, throwing him somewhere else. If you want to toss him,
yeah,
that's
what
fine.
I want to do that.
All right, perfect. You fly directly to him. I'll say at this point your fly spell is starting to end, but you still have some time with it because it's only 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so I'm
get Jerry.
gonna fly it and then go as high up as I can.
All right.
With that, and then I'm gonna take the sloth and throw it as hard as I can at the shield guardian.
So you moved 40 feet, you pick them up, and you still have 60 feet of movement. We'll say that you go about 10 feet high. If you want to spend your next turn going a little higher to toss them, you can. Or if you want to just toss them here now, you can totally do so.
So if I went 40 feet and then I went up, I'd go 20 feet up in the air.
You're
right?
carrying
So-
someone right now, so it's half your speed.
Well, doesn't that thing weigh like nothing?
Still, you're still picking something up. The rules sort of state when you're sort of dragging
carrying
someone, a
something.
character, it's
Portly
still...
sloth. Portly sloth.
It's okay, fine.
And it's fighting you too. Like, you're grabbing it, and it's currently trying to get out of your grasp.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. 10 feet. I'm gonna chuck this thing as hard as I can at the freaking shield guardian.
Okay, this is gonna be odd. So immediately the sloth takes fall damage because it's up to 10 feet.
Uh-oh.
So
Poor sloth.
it will take its 1 damage that it has its hit points, and it'll take its remaining 5 damage on its actual body because the moment it removes its entire sloth health points, it reverts back to a shield guardian.
Yeah, I'm like hoping it's gonna, because then it'll just turn into a shield guardian and land on top of a shield guardian.
However, now I'm thinking, what would happen when a shield guardian falls on a shield guardian? That's a lot of weight. Let me make a roll for the one that you threw it on, and let's see what happens. Let's paint this picture, guys. Everyone in chat, this is what happens. Osmond puts his hands back,
Sloth turning into a shield guardian.
Flies
giant weasel,
at the-
Jerry.
flies at this sloth, picks it up,
Jerry,
and it's
run.
like the sloth is trying to fight it, and you're just like, nope. Toss it at the shield guardian. At first, not much damage to the other shield guardian. It's a sloth, and it's a giant construct. But the moment it causes damage, it actually falls and crushes weight onto this guy. I'm going to consider both of them prone right now. So that is that. Ganelon, it's your turn.
Ganelon turns and says, "You coming, Jerry?"
Jerry,
And start running for the portal.
I'll say on your turn as well, he'll start to run as well. He'll go, yeah, okay. So I'll move him as well. He's going to move his full
I
60.
came in like a wrecking ball.
So I'm going to move these guys like this. They are both on top of each other, and just the weight of one shield guardian near the other. Perfect. And Ganelon, go and move yourself. Are you moving towards the portal?
Correct.
Move yourself 60 feet. Or if you want, I can do that for you. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. It is now the Shield Guardians.
Wait, as I'm closer here, can I see what this is? Does this look like anything I would have seen?
It looks like more machinery. You notice that it's sort of the same make and light glowing blue light coming from these pillars, as well as the ones that your friends have been attacking. It is currently just showing like numbers and letters and towns and names, just sort of flying by in green text. But you would have to spend a turn looking at it if you want to ascertain what it is. But the portal right now is green. I will say, how far are you from the portal? Now at this point, you're still running towards it. The Shield Guardian's turns. I'm going to make Shield Guardian 1 to see if it can actually get Shield Guardian 2 off it. It does. It's strong. It's a strong thing. It pushes the other one up. But I'll say that's its action as it starts to use half its movement to get up. It is standing. Shield Guardian 2 is going to get up. However, you are some feet high in the air, Osmond, so it's going to try to reach you. But it's
I'm
going
10 feet high in the air.
It's a tall creature, so it's going to roll with disadvantage to hit you.
Okay.
Which is good, because it rolled a 3 and a natural 20. And its multi-attack, it has a second attack, is going to be a, damn it, natural 20, but the other one's going to be an unnatural 20, so it's going to do some damage. 9 points of damage
We
to
need
you.
to check these dice.
Well,
9 points of damage.
9 points damage. Unfortunately, I can't use them. Edith, it is your turn.
Makes up for like the 6 ones you rolled the last time.
Yeah. Edith, it's your turn.
Where is friggin' Jerry?
Jerry's running. He's running.
Alright.
He's gonna run on Ganelon's turn.
Well, I counted it, I would be right here for 60
Okay.
feet. So, if I dashed.
So, quick question to everyone here. What is your plan? Is everyone's plan to get to the portal?
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah, that's what I'm
My
doing.
plan is to crash this thing before I go in the portal.
All right. So we're gonna actually end it here, guys, because these guys cannot catch up to you. They have a speed of 20, and Osmond is flying right now, and you guys are
Yep.
far enough. So, Edith, Goldie, let me change this music real quick.
Does Jerry make it?
Yeah, we want to make sure Jerry doesn't get
Jerry,
left
you-
behind.
You can stand around and wait for Jerry, and he can definitely make it.
Yeah. That's messed up, you just leave him there.
So let's paint this picture. As all of you start to rush towards the portal, it's swirling green in your eyes. The moment any of you get close within 10 feet of the portal itself, you see yourself sleeping, or in a comatose daze, or just looking sort of in this 1,000-yard stare. This is the same spot that you guys were at before you got onto the train. Same scene, same people, or if you had people around you, everything. We'll go in order from our initiative. Ganon, as you start to rush forward and you smash the computer, it too starts to spark.
Well, that looked expansive.
And then you fall into or jump into the portal itself, and you're back where you were. You are no longer on the train. Next in line, Edith, you fly with your wings out. You too start to see yourself, and you wake up from your daze. You're back where you were as well. Goldie, as you jump over this lip here and fly into this portal itself, you wake up back at the tavern as you were.
So, do you mean the tavern that we first were in when this started, or like before we ever blacked out?
Before you even blacked out.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. And Osmond, same with you. As you finally, your fly spell starts to end, you drop down about 5 feet away from the portal and you jump in. You two are back at the mountain from when you were first taken. All right, guys. So I'm going to ask you all still have memories of this, but you are back at the same point in time that you left. You guys have passed the eternity rail. Yeah!
Yay! Thank you, Mike. Also, what happened to Jerry?
What happened to Jerry? Jerry, I would say, because he went the same time Ganelon went, so he rushes behind you all and jumps into the portal itself, and you just hear him go, I hope this, through the portal itself.
Wherever he
Where
was.
is he from?
Where
Where'd
did-
he go home to? We know nothing about him.
You don't
I-
even know.
You guys, though, I'm like genuinely sad.
Jerry's somewhere else now.
We never got to say goodbye.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
I think somebody's got a crush.
so
Poor Jerry.
I'll say this as we end the stream as well as the one shot. What is all your characters doing now? Let's start with in order in terms of our video here. Edith, you just woke up. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna go have a word with my so-called mother about this whole scenario.
Okay. Goldie, what are you doing?
Goldie wakes up from her head being down on the bar at the local tavern, and just kind of looks around and sees all of her friends and kind of smiles to herself and walks up to the bar and says, "Another mug of ale, please," and continues about her day.
And the rough and tumble woman, as we've discussed in our session 0 bartender, slides you a cup of ale. Ganelon, what are you doing as you just woke up?
Antelon staring at the embers of the burnt-out fire, just taking it in, thinking about Edith, thinking about Goldie. Her hair was never blonde, but it sure got her cackles up. Thinking about Osmond. He got me to dance. I might kill him if I see him again.
And
And as I stand and stare at the flames, the Sultana's men surround me. They're taking me to the quarry. I'll be a statue for the rest of my life.
I love it. And Osmond, what are you doing as you wake up?
I think I wake up and I start to think about what I just went through, and I start to try and remember. Do I remember where any of these people are from? And
Never asked.
I don't think I ever asked. So I kind of feel like as I just kind of go through it, like I immediately need to think of a song, and the only song I can think of is "This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. This is the song that doesn't end." And yeah, that's what I do.
I am gonna say though, when I talk to her, I'm gonna ask to have her let them know where I am if they need me.
Okay. I will say as you all go back to your normal life, a week passes, a month passes, and one night, oddly quiet, you all hear the sound of a loud horn. And that is where we're going to end it.
Ooh.
Ah,
Yay, Mike, well done.
That was awesome.
fun! Ah,
Totally, and that's all totally homebrew, right?
all home brewed. Once again, for what I mentioned the first time we did the first part of this stream, this thing is very much inspired by the Infinity Train series, which is a Cartoon Network show, which is now going to HBO with their season 3. It is an amazing kid show, an amazing show overall. It's in the same vein in terms of like kid shows of like Steven Universe, where it has some like adult themes a little bit, and it's very, very entertaining. And it just so happened to make a great template for a D&D session. So I encourage everyone who just like, I just have these small ideas that I want to put into a campaign. Use this. It's amazing. I love it. But yes, I got to thank my players here. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Trisha. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Roby, for being involved in this and playing with me. I couldn't have done this without you guys.
Yay! Thank you, Mike. This was so fun. And thanks to everybody who tuned in. I know that this isn't the type of content you're used to seeing from Newegg, so thanks.
Yeah. I'm excited to do more of this if this is what people like. And I mean, I've seen our numbers. It seems like it does. So
Hopefully there's more to come.
we'll see if we can plan something in the future. Who knows? But until then, we'll check you guys next time we stream. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, thank you.